This is a Headgum podcast.
What's up, you freaks? Do you guys love movies that are so bad they're good? You like a podcast so bad that it maybe is good to you? Well,
I'm talking movies with Jason Statham saving the day, Lifetime original movies about killer flight instructors, basically anything made in the 1980s. Those type of movies.
Or movies that are set in the near future. Some of those bad near future movies, Wags.
Yeah.
Well, Wags, if you like all that stuff, then you'll love the podcast. How did this get made?
Mitch, join comedians and our friends. Paul Scheer, June Diane Raphael, Jason Mantzoukas, as they unpack the very best of the worst films ever made.
We love all three of them. Some of the funniest people in the world.
We've guested on that podcast, both individually and together. They've guested on our podcast, and it's one of the best podcasts there is, and it's one of the ones which we've taken inspiration from with making Doughboys.
A founding father of podcasts. What do you think of that?
OG pod. I think absolutely, yeah. They recently
the
covered...
Ben Franklin of pods.
Yeah, I think that's good, because I don't think Ben Franklin's problematic.
Yeah, he took air baths.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, like he didn't bathe?
Yeah, he just stood out in the air with that's how he did like air baths.
Nasty ass freak, just out there with like his hog hanging out.
Yeah. I mean, I like it.
Yeah. I'll try it. They recently covered the big budget Francis Ford Coppola film Megalopolis, which is quite a journey, Mitch.
We're a Coppola goofballs.
We are a Coppola goofballs, and also a Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Yes. Wags, it's a great podcast. Sometimes the podcast even has hilarious guests like Seth Rogen, Nicole Byer, and Adam Scott. Wow.
And also guests like the Doughboys.
Yeah, that they also have guests like that too.
So
skip those episodes. The Doughboys episodes.
So what are you waiting for? Tune in to How Did This Get Made, the podcast that watches bad movies so you don't have to.
Check it out.
Previously on Doughboys. We'll count down from 3 to 1 and reveal our winners on the whiteboards and say them in unison.
Okay.
Who will advance, Domino's or Taco Bell? We will find out in 3, 2, 1. Taco Bell! Wow, it is unanimous. In 1975, the semifinal matchup of the American Men's Collegiate Basketball Tournament was first referred to in print as the Final Four. Shortly thereafter, the NCAA, the corrupt and useless cabal that banned paying their own athletes until forced to by court order decades later, copyrighted this term, as well as the phrases March Madness, Elite Eight, the Big Dance, and the Lemon Party. But thankfully, parody is still considered fair use in the United States, at least for the next few months or so our legally allowable Munch Madness continues with its quartet of prospective Chompions into our own Final Fork. Today's combatants, chicken fight winner Wendy's, which scored a surprise upset over suboptimal victor and Doughboys lunch order stalwart Jersey Mike's in the Person region. But with this burgery restricted to its bird-based offerings, can it best the most reviewed chain in this podcast's history? That chain, of course, is Mouth of the Border winner Taco Bell, which easily triumphed over Slice's Right champion Domino's in the Spoon Man region, and now competes with its tacos and burritos only. Who will advance to the championship and stay alive in its quest to be named main chain? This week on Doughboys, the first Final Fork matchup of Munch Madness 10, MMX, the Tournament of Champions, Totcock, Taco Bell, Wendy's. Ring the bell!
So it's the Doughboys!
Welcome to Doughboys, the podcast about chain restaurants. I'm Tiger Weiger, along with my co-host, the Lord of the Ring Cam, the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell.
All right.
Hopefully this gets in before there's a serious argument about the ring notifications and it's not fun to joke about anymore. David C. roastedbirdfuck.com.
That never really happened. Honestly, and also it hasn't, that alert hasn't gone off since the last time we've done it.
Have you altered the alert a lot?
No.
Okay, so it still could potentially go off.
It could potentially go off.
But you're saying, because the last time it went off on an episode was last week's main feed episode.
I was trying to explain to people how it was so weird that it was happening, but I don't care.
But
I don't care what they think anymore. I just don't care. I hate. I hate them. I mean, I love them too. I do love. I love a lot of them.
Yeah, you love them, right?
Immediately walking it back. Roastedbirdfuck.com. Do you?
Top of the morning to you, Wags.
Top of the morning to you, my good
Sláinte.
man. How about
Erin
that?
go brach.
Love all that. And we are recording this on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
But you know what else, Mitch? This episode will be coming out on 320, buddy. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, 320.
Oh, wow. You told me that you were gonna dress up as a 1900 Irish police officer.
Yeah,
today.
like a classic, like hoity-toity-toity.
I'm so glad you didn't do that. Now I've been happy.
You know where those cops started at?
Where's that?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
How
started
about that?
when black people started moving up there. They was like, we got to do something. But we're rich. We don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Who can we get to do this? These Irish fucks. Let's make them be the regulators.
That's right.
And regulate we did.
Yeah, damn good job, regulator.
Damn good at it, too.
Mitch, we have a lot of show today.
Good at it.
But before we get to your drop, we do have a couple of announcements. First up, the Munch Madness 10 finale will be live streamed this coming Wednesday,
Wow.
March 26th, in a marathon pay-per-chew event. The finale itself will still be in the main feed of the podcast, but if you want the pre-show, you want the post-show, the only way to get it is to watch the live stream, link at birdfuck.com.
Presented by Dana White.
That's right. We're going to slap the shit out of each other. But on a more somber note, Mitch, we have to address the development that has rocked this year's Tournament of Chompions. Of course, the shocking news that Commissioner Susser unexpectedly passed away.
Which I think our guests didn't know that.
Yeah, I think our guests are learning. Yeah, our friend died.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
Why ain't nobody told me? I told him not to go outside.
As soon as you step outside, you're gonna get shot.
Let's just say there's a group that's pretty excited about it. Worms. They're gonna be feasting for a really long time, Wags.
Belly's full. So as such,
Thanksgiving for the worms.
there is a void. We need a new Munch Madness commissioner. The process for selecting a new commissioner is underway via a conclave. So we now once again go live to Vatican City with Amelia Marino. Hi, Amelia.
Thanks, Wags. As reported on Tuesday's Doughboys Double, the conclave continues, with still no resolution on a new commissioner.
Has there been any action you've observed from your position outside the Vatican?
Yes. Earlier, a delivery driver arrived with a very,
Vatican.
very large order of Firehouse subs. And then a little bit later, the plumbers arrived, possibly to unclog the conclave toilets, but that is purely speculation.
Now, Amelia.
I heard Lamar say, "What's the Vatican?"
Did he say Vatican?
It is the Vatican. Amelia, my understanding is at the Vatican, the gathered Shartnals will elect one of their own to be the new commissioner. Who are some of the top candidates?
One name that's come up a lot in informed circles is Shartnal Dutton.
Wow.
However, he is dogged by rumors that he's not actually celibate and
No.
is, in fact, a quote-unquote fuck machine.
No, he doesn't loves the fuck. Yeah,
And
that's
he's so cool.
Yeah.
And then there's this Shartnal Johnston, a.k.a. the Knife. She commands authority by virtue of scaring all the beta male Shartnals. But a Canadian commissioner? Come on, get real.
Yeah, we hate Canada now, Mitch.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You know what? We've talked about before, but
Yeah.
we're putting tariffs on Doughboys Canadian listeners if the Patreon
Patreon
costs more money.
30% more.
Mm-hmm.
But sources tell us that a new figure has emerged as a possible consensus candidate. Little is known about him except that he seems to be eating off all the Shartnal's plates.
Mitch, I'm looking at the silhouette now, trying to puzzle out who this could be. Grimace, maybe?
I think it's maybe Frankenberry.
Probably Frankenberry.
Yeah, probably Frankenberry.
Well, one thing's for certain. This new candidate, whoever it is, doesn't have a secret.
I'm sure none of them have secrets. Well, Amelia, thank you so much for the update.
I'm sorry, Weiger. I have to interrupt. Steam is starting to come out of the Vatican.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, do we have a new commissioner?
We may have a new commissioner.
Wow.
What color is the steam, Amelia? You have a better vantage point from just outside the building. Is it white?
Negative. Negative. It's green.
Green smoke?
steam.
What?
Yes.
What is green as steam?
This means they did elect a new commissioner, but he turned out to be a gator.
A gator? Is Jemmy at the Vatican with you?
Yeah.
Jemmy
Sounds like
is at
Jemmy is maybe at the
with me,
Vatican.
Jimmy perked up with
wagging her tail in excitement that we have a new commissioner elected. But unfortunately, a gator can't legally be commissioner, so they're going to have to take another vote.
I think I accidentally sucked that gator off earlier, Nick.
Yeah, me too. We'll talk about it. Well,
I
Amelia,
went and I got they were like, we're out of communion wafers.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. And he's like, you can suck me off though. And I said, okay. So I sucked
Where
him off.
the dick at? Where the gator dick? Where the gator dick at?
it was kind of ambiguously under the robe, so you assumed it was a man. But
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
anyone would. Well, Amelia, thank you so much. As any journalist might be asked at the end of their segment, do you have any plugs?
Yeah, there's actually a movie that came out in 2024, which you might find helpful for understanding the conclave. It's called Conclave.
Oh,
wow. I didn't
wow.
see
Right.
that one.
Yeah. I've heard about that. Yeah.
Amelia Marino, everyone. All right, Mitch, you have a drop to
Wow.
play.
I never heard about that. I just saw my line.
Mitch, you have a drop to play.
I do, Wags. Hit him with it, Emma.
I will say that, like, for this dumb podcast, your chime goes off. It's fine.
Do you know how often do you get the false alarm?
Will you shut the fuck up? It rarely ever goes off ever.
better or something like that. So
What is going on?
There was a bird in my backyard. Wow, it's the
As
4-4 chime.
As Mitch's phone goes
That's
off.
a new. It is just my neighbors.
Wow.
What's going on, Mitch?
How many episodes do you have to do?
That was a delivery.
Uh-oh.
Twice.
Rogan's at my place.
I'm thinking of Wendy's.
This is insane.
Fucking believable.
It's just Wally leaving on his own. He locked up. It's
that
a
what you
delivery
said?
guy. That was Iacon. Unkar Plus.
That's small.
This is insane. This does not happen. Well, they did it already. It's funny that he asked, and then they played a thing that probably could get us mad at each other. I mean, I was mad at you when you first were upset about it, but it didn't even happen on the podcast yet when you were saying stuff about it.
I don't want to get into it. Dropsatbirdfuck.com. I was just going to say, I don't even care about interrupting the podcast. I think it's fine. I'm a little worried that you're maybe just paranoid. And that's the thing that worries me.
Oh,
which is that comes
I'm a
from
little paranoid.
No,
huh?
I mean, I just like that you're like, I can't leave my house unattended for a stretch while I'm working. I just worry that is maybe,
I will, if something happened to Wally and Irma, I'd hunt whoever it was down John Wick style, fucking destroy them. That's all I got to say. And that's okay, right?
more like John Thick. Papa John Wick. There's a couple ways to play it. Let's introduce our
Happy
guest.
St. Patrick's Day, Wags.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I quickly want to say that.
Yes.
I didn't realize this, but the corned beef and cabbage in Boston, I told you this, the New England style is gray. The corned beef is gray, and everywhere else it's red. And I just didn't. I just want to address this because I didn't realize it was a regional thing.
Why? Why is it gray?
Yeah,
no
great
nitrates.
question.
No nitrates.
No
in
nitrates.
the-
Okay, so it's less appealing to the eye, but it's maybe a little bit more.
I always liked the gray corned beef, but I didn't even realize that was just a regional. I think that's the way it is in Ireland too. Honestly,
I don't mind the gray. Because we certainly talked about gray ET on here. Emma, what was your gray ET pitch?
Oh shit! What was it?
It was a gray ET versus.
ET versus. Oh, it was gray ET versus ET's red finger.
It's an interesting debate. I think I'd probably go with the finger because gray ET's unwell.
so you'd eat ET's finger before you would eat.
Oh,
gray
we're eating these things. I thought we were just
Well,
picking
I was
them.
thinking like the corned beef was gray corned beef versus red corned beef.
I think
and
we
was
gotta
like
do an
gray
episode-
ET versus ET's red finger.
Got it.
I think we could do a gray versus red corned beef episode.
We'll figure it out.
You're going to come and hang with us at Tam O'Shanter after this.
How fun will that be?
I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing if it will be. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a great time.
It's gonna be fun.
And you know what else is gonna be great and gonna be fun? Having two of our favorite guests
We got a big
together on the podcast from XOXO Gossip Kings, Carl Tart and Lamar Woods. Carl, Lamar, thank you so much for being here.
Gosh,
What a treat.
What up?
it has been way too long.
Too long.
Too long.
I
yeah.
agree with Carl.
I can't believe that. So to the listener,
Yeah.
I was banned from the show.
Oh yeah, he talks about it all the time when we're hanging out. He's
I was shadow banned because I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm showing up every day and I just can't get in the studio. But they're telling me, they're like, yo, show up. Like, where you at?
Right.
And I'm like, I'm outside. And they're like, okay, we're coming. And then nobody shows up to the door to let me in.
Yeah, it's like how Disney fires you. Your key card just doesn't work.
That's how Disney fires you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Friend got fired from Disney. He found out
really?
he scanned his card and it didn't work. And then he called and they were like, someone will be down. And then someone came down and like escorted them to their office and take all their shit.
Rufus.
Wait, who is this? Freddie? Who did you say?
Yeah, it was Freddie. Freddie
Freddie
Krueger.
got fired?
Yeah, Freddie got fired.
Freddie got fired?
That's kind of a bad
he was
hire.
going into people's dreams at the job. It was,
Freddie got fired.
He wasn't obeying the dress code either.
sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Bitch.
There's a friend from high school who later got a job at Disney. Yeah.
Oh, your friend Freddie.
No, his name, I said friend, not Freddie.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I'm not saying his name intentionally. Yeah, go on.
Who was it?
I forgot what I was saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
you
just
got-
you've
you
been
got
shadow
banned,
banned,
yeah.
but you haven't. This hasn't actually been the case. Part of the reason we haven't had you on the podcast is because you've been in New York City.
Oh, come on.
Welcome to New York.
Oh, your friend,
I've been in New York City. What were you about to say?
your friend Harvey from your friend Harvey.
said-
Yeah,
figure
Harvey
it
had
out.
a.
Which one of your friends work at Disney?
Harvey
Tell me
W.
right now.
His friend Harvey
Yeah,
W.
If I,
Harvey
had a
W.
friend, if I found out Carl knew someone that worked at Disney, ain't tell me. Like, problem. Yo, tell me. Yo, who's your friend that work at Disney?
Actually, I have a Disney. I got a Disney movie pitch.
Oh, go for
Oh,
it.
I got
the-
one too.
or-
I'll pitch mine after yours.
Or at the very least, this is an MTV Movie Awards sketch.
Okay, great.
Or an SNL sketch.
Do they
you
still
never
do
know.
the MTV Movie Awards?
I don't think so.
I wrote for it once. I maybe killed it. Maybe that was the issue. Got
I
wider in
wrote
the
for it
room.
once too. Could have been either one of
Yeah.
us.
It can't be an SNL skit. Once you tell me, I'm legally not allowed to use it. However, you will see it on the show next week.
Andorra, Anora set in Star Wars universe.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, so
I thought it was gonna be like a
it's
Nora
it got
in-
strippers in it still?
on
A young,
Pandora.
like a young Twi'lek.
Okay, I like this.
Yeah. And
Like
then
Twi'lek's the dancers
like
in
a
Jabba's
Gungan
palace.
prince or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? And he has to marry her.
Right. That's fun.
Andorra.
I like it, Mitch.
Holy shit!
You know
Is this what would happen if I was in the SNL room?
Here's what
thing is-
Lauren would say. He would go, well, the good thing is there's always next week.
I think they could maybe be a Family Guy cutaway gag. I don't know if that gets
Andorra
sustainable.
could be a Family
Yeah.
Guy cutaway gag, which you love Family Guy.
Just like the time I went to Andorra.
That's it. That's all they give us.
Oh shit.
What's your Disney movie?
Oh, okay.
pitch?
Mine. I need a title. I didn't think of a title yet. So basically, it's a girl who has one of those like the emotional support dogs.
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
But she needs it because she's like, has anxiety and all types of stuff.
Yeah.
And then they go on the plane, and you know how the planes is crashing all the time and stuff.
Yeah.
So the plane goes down. They end up in in the forest or the woods,
Yeah.
and she's separated from her service dog, and she's got to find the dog. The dog's got to find her in the woods.
I love it. It's animated.
Wow.
No, it's like a real
Oh,
like
shit's
live
real.
action.
Oh, I love that.
Or yeah, like, and then they find each other, and then they realize they don't need each other anymore.
Wait, that's what they
Do they
figure
go their
out?
separate ways?
Yeah, it's like I don't need you no more.
But they
I
both
did this shit on my own.
they both build separate homesteads in the woods.
I think they because they had each other, they learned how they could each survive on their
Oh, that's
own.
better,
I think that's but that I love that story. I don't feel like they don't make kids movies like that anymore. Like an incredible
like
journey.
Homeward
Homeward
Bound, like
Bound.
those
Yeah,
kind of movies.
right.
Yeah, I was thinking we could be like cool, fun. Like, do you have a title for me? What do
I
y'all
saw
think?
Milo and Otis in theater instead of Back to the Future 3. I was just saying this on the Sloppy Boys podcast.
Yeah.
Oh.
My sister and my cousin went and saw Back to the Future 3, and we went and saw Milo and Otis, which I think.
How? Yeah, did it hold up? How was it?
I mean, well, this is. I went when I was like 10 years old or whatever.
real
But
Did it hold up then?
then yes, because it was
Yeah.
a re-release. Why?
Oh,
It's originally
wow.
a Japanese movie, and I do think that there were some animal issues on that movie. if I
Oh yeah,
remember
there's
Oh, I
a
correctly.
did hear
dozen
that.
dogs got
Yeah,
parvo
that's a
or
problem.
something, right?
Yeah,
It's a bummer.
yeah.
That happened on one of the Buddies movies too, like Treasure Buddies or something.
Yes.
A bunch of the dogs got sick.
Yeah.
It's real sad. Yeah, a title for that. That's
I'm
interesting.
thinking Andorra.
That's perfect.
Lamar, we were talking before.
You don't want to talk more about Treasure Buddies when all the dogs got sick? Such a
That's
sad.
not happening
it
on
was
my
such
movie.
a sad. Don't look it up.
It wasn't Treasure Buddies. It was one of the Buddies movies. That was one of the ones with all the golden retriever puppies.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lamar, we were talking before we began, and this is a thing I've started doing lately, way too late with the podcast, but you mitigated the indulgence of this meal with a healthy counterweight. You had a salad before you came to the studio.
That's
that was
right.
smart.
Yes. I had a salad, and it was so good, too. Can I say where it was?
Yeah.
It was from this place, Tartine.
Oh, yeah.
It was
sure.
like it was cute, low-key simple, walnuts and little beets. And I felt great.
Yeah.
So it kind of balanced me out before I got here.
And we made you feel like shit when you got here.
Yeah, now I feel awful.
I bring at least a piece of fruit to the studio. Like that's my thing I do these days. I either have an apple or a banana, and I just I have that pregame. But
You
it's
love
like
to rub it in my fucking face.
Mitch, it's an easy thing to do. It's an easy so the first bite of food you're having in the day is not some
I saw you had a banana
exactly.
some
today.
garbage. I did have a banana. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I had a salad at home earlier, actually.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I got to get better at making salads. I feel like it's kind of hard.
I like making salads, but I also just like I do you can do a minimum amount of like prep earlier in the week, and then just have some cut up like cucumbers or
and then
radishes
just
or whatever,
throw it
just to
in there.
toss them into the spring
That
mix.
makes it
Yeah,
easy.
Well,
yeah.
you look great. People say you're looking.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
y'all look-
Mitch, you're
y'all
also
look good,
looking great.
too.
Everyone's
Yeah, y'all
looking
look
good.
good.
You look. Yeah, you're looking young, Wags.
I'm trying. We're all
You got
trying.
Cuck Everlasting.
your Channing Tatum.
Hey, now that's a good title for the movie.
Cuck Everlasting.
Yeah. With the,
That's my Disney movie. I
That's a
stumbled
good
upon it.
Have you seen the Tuck Everlasting movie?
No,
It's crazy. I'm going to spoil the ending of Tuck Everlasting. So it's like a family that
Gets
everyone.
cucked?
Everyone, what's that?
he gets cucked.
He gets cucked in a sense, Mitch, because the
All right,
idea,
he can't
like,
grow.
the whole family is immortal. It's like a family of immortals, right? And then a mortal girl meets them, and through some sort of bond, they're able to be like, "Hey, you can choose to be immortal if you like." And
Wasn't it a well or something that they drank?
yeah,
from?
it's like a well they drank from. Yeah, I think. And so anyway, the guy is like to the woman, to the female love interest, is like, if you choose to be immortal, I'll meet you back here at this spot, like, you know, whatever in 20 years or 100 years or whatever it is. But I'll give you some time to decide. And they separate. Then it cuts to the future, it cuts to like present day. And it's like, you know, it's all set in the 19th century with horses. And now he's got a motorcycle and he shows up in modern clothes to the spot where they're supposed to meet. And it's her grave.
oh,
She chose to be buried at the spot.
Oh,
So that
man.
that's how we would find out. Isn't that crazy?
holy shit.
What is this movie
Intense choice.
about?
It's about like a family of immortals that just like live a simple life in the woods, and then
Right.
a normal, like a mortal girl like stumbles upon them and like learns their secret.
Is Tuck young? Because you know
Tuck
you don't
is
remember
young,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. See, that's no good.
Tuck is young, but then it's like a nuclear family. There's like a mom and a dad and
Okay.
two
If
kids.
you drank from that well around 30 or so, you're in good shape. I feel like, but you don't want to do. You know, if you're, you know, you don't got
Well,
pubes yet.
he's
you want the
he's not
pubes.
that young. He's got
Okay.
pubes.
He does. They
Yeah.
established
Oh,
that.
thank
Yeah, they have an
God.
extreme close up of it, a teenager's pubes.
What is the perfect age you think you should drink from the Fountain of Youth? I'm gonna say 27.
27's
Like
pretty
I was
good.
in my prime in 27.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
I could
27 is not
still
bad.
dunk a basketball.
Yeah.
I was still like I was much thinner. Like I think that was 27.
27 's a good.
27 is good.
I maybe would do just straight up 30 to drink at the just the fountain of stopping
Yeah,
you.
because he's got a little wisdom now. He's like, I know some stuff, seen some stuff.
Yeah,
but I'm
30's
like,
good.
Yeah.
I was definitely doing okay at 30, but I think I would skew a little younger. I mean, like I was in the best shape I was ever in my life when I was like 22. But that feels a little young. I feel like
Yeah,
I wasn't
no
fully
shit. That
formed at
seems a little
point.
young. What
22
the hell?
22 is a little young.
Yeah.
Stupid at 22. You're
Yeah, I
dumb
was
at
dumb.
22.
I was dumb as shit.
I also like that was when 22 was when I first started to notice that my hair was going
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
because I walked in front of a CVS security camera and I was like, huh. Thought my head's shiny.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't care. I'm 22. I'll live forever.
You were trying to think of like a time where you could get away with a big lolly. You want to try to figure out something with a lollipop.
Can I ask you, Carl, about dunking?
Mm-hmm.
What's it
like up there?
Yeah, what's it like
Yeah.
up
How's
there?
the air up there?
Tell us about it.
Yeah, what's the air up like there?
You know what? I like. No matter how successful
Yeah.
a
I
great
become in
movie.
life, I will always sit and dream about like dunking in a basketball game.
Do you
Damn.
to you as a dunker, is it a more satisfying dunk with one hand or two hands? Or is it contextual?
Contextual.
Okay, got it.
Because catching like I've dunked in-game dunks with two hands where like a rebound that I got high enough to catch the rebound and just put it back in.
Oh, that's awesome.
But on a fast break,
Yeah.
like dunking just with one hand.
Yeah.
Also like dunking and pulling the ball back. And
Oh, that's
to really
really-
let you
that-
know.
That's what I
so
like.
powerful.
Pure
Yeah.
power, yeah.
And I was never like I couldn't do like I did like 180 one time in a layup line. I never did that in a
Yeah.
game. That's crazy. But like I was a 2-foot jumper, so I didn't fast break. I would have to like gather both feet, and that would like it was like strong to dunk with two.
Yeah.
So if I
Yeah.
drop stepped and then turned and dunked with two, it was like I'm
That's tight.
stronger than you. You chest bump the guy that you just like kind of
Yeah.
dunk near. Maybe and dunking on people is also fun too.
That's
Yeah,
great. Have you done alley oop? You be doing?
Yeah. I call it alley oop.
That's
And I'm gonna cry. I'm old now.
Do you think you could? You think you could dunk if it was like I have the goal of dunking again? Do you think you could do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can
It's still there.
I can still touch the rim. I just can't get the ball over anymore.
Right.
Wow.
That's what I remember when Wu-Tang used to do he could do a standing backflip. I remember as he got older and a little bigger, his head was coming very close to scraping the
Yeah,
ground.
that gets
That's when he was doing the
scary. Yeah,
backflip. Yeah.
It sucks to grow old and lose that type of ability.
It
And
really
I know,
does.
and there's this guy
Wait, it
online.
really does? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I mean it's just your
Yeah,
body.
you dunk all the time.
No, your body just decaying. It's just the things
And
you
so
used to be able to.
fast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well,
It
I can-
happens like that. And you're like, whoa, what the fuck?
Because it's like I can still play. It's just I can't play at the same level that I used to. And imagine what that feels like for NBA players. Like,
Yeah.
imagine what LeBron
It's your whole
feels like
identity.
after a game.
Right.
Oh man, yeah.
And he's still playing at such a high level. Imagine what he feels like after the game. Like, he's probably crying in his wine glass, looking at his son come into the locker room. Bronny's dick's probably
Dad, why
bigger
you
than
so
his.
sad? Hey, come here, Bronny. Come sit on my lap.
Come over here, man. Hey, man, that's my. Hey, get out the shower. It's like Bronny's like, what's going on, Dad? Bronny's in the prime of his life. He's like, man, look at you. You think you something, huh? You think you real something?
And let's
huh?
wrestle right now.
You wouldn't be on this team if it wasn't for me. You know that, right?
Can Bronny dunk?
Hell yeah, he can dunk.
Oh yeah, he can dunk. Okay, then he's doing all right. Then he's
Is
doing
dunking
all right.
like singing where I used to think you were born, you can do it or you can't. But can you like learn to dunk?
Yeah, you
someone,
can
like,
learn it. Absolutely, you can learn to dunk.
That's tight.
Look up the knees over toes guy.
Knees over, that's the real thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
knees on Instagram. Knees over toes
Knees
guy. That
over
dude's
toes.
he's got to taught himself to dunk. You can absolutely teach yourself how to dunk.
But
But
is
there
it-
were natural, like my friend, shout out Stanley, man. My friend Stanley that I went to Palms Middle School with.
Who was
Stanley
your friend
could-
that went to, he worked at
Freddie.
Disney?
Harvey W.
Harvey W. Harvey W. could dunk.
Dunked his way
He
to
injected.
Disney.
He'd have to inject himself with something. He had one injector to get it so that he could get so he could get an erection. He
Yes.
had one to dunk. And you never want to mix up the
No,
two.
yeah, that'd be
it would be
a bad
huge, huge mess.
It's the substance.
He did have some sort of there's awful things about if you read about Harvey Weinstein, which was like he had an ejector to get him he injected himself and then he got a boner.
Everything you read about him, he just
Really?
sounds like he was a literal monster. Like,
Yeah.
like obviously the way the things he did, but also like physically. Like one of the descriptions of him was like he had like basically effectively like a carapace, like a tortoise shell's worth of blackheads. Just like it was like his whole black
Jesus
was
Christ.
covered.
Oh
It was
my God.
completely. And then also, yeah, he
I'm gonna get
apparently-
that injector at his estate still. So once that thing goes up, I'm getting that bad boy.
Well, there's also a point where just someone said like, yeah, he has no penis or balls. Like he basically just has like a weird like lump where
He's a
that
eunuch?
used to be. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
He
it's-
might be. He's possibly a unit.
yeah.
Grow up, bro.
It's really disgusting.
Stanley could dunk in 6th grade.
That's amazing.
When we were
Wow.
11, 12 years old.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Stanley
cool.
could dunk. And this other kid, Mark, could dunk in 8th grade. Those are the first two people and they both were like, no, like Stanley was like, when we got to 6th grade, I was probably like 5'9", 5'10",
Yeah.
and he was like my height. And he could dunk. And that was always tight. I didn't dunk until 11th grade.
Some
And-
people are just like have a thing they can do. Like they're just like incredible leapers.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make any physical sense,
Right,
but it's just
right.
like a thing they're able to do.
Yeah, he never made the basketball team. He wasn't that good. But
Oh,
he
yeah.
could. But
He
he
got
could
obsessed
dunk.
with Eminem, right? And he drove his
Yeah,
girlfriend into
yeah,
the river.
Stan, yeah. He drove his pregnant girlfriend up the river. And then what's crazy was Eminem
wasted
came to our school
potential.
and delivered a letter to him the next week. And we all had to be like, M, we got bad news, brother.
I'm not gonna. This would make you mad to say this.
Yes.
You're not. I'm not. I was about to say you're a New York guy. Now you're not a New York guy.
This makes me so fucking mad.
How have things been in New York? Are you?
I'm getting used to it, man.
Yeah.
I recently learned. One day I was sitting down to have a cocktail,
Mhm.
and I was like, man, it would be nice to go to Arby's around here. And there's no Arby's where I frequent in New York.
Yeah.
And I was pissed about that because they took them out of LA too.
Yeah.
There's the
Prince
closest Arby's
Street.
is in Inglewood, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Prince
closest
Street
one.
is now the big Arby's sign on Sunset is now Prince Street.
The
Pizza.
famous Hollywood
Oh,
Arby's,
yeah.
which closed last year.
And that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But that's one of the worst things about New York is they don't have Arby's.
Right.
Because I like Arby's quite a bit. And everybody's like messaging me being like, you got to go to fucking Queens. And I go, I'm not going over there for Arby's. Shut the fuck up. I want it where I can get it.
Did you have that beef coat that they gave you?
I still got it.
Wow.
I still got the full suit.
Someone found
that
that
shit was
in a Goodwill and they thought it was yours, but I'm sure that there's been more than one beef coat.
That's probably been more than one. I think I still got it. That might have been mine.
It could have been yours.
Because I might have gotten rid of it. Because I'm like, when am I ever going to wear this? I got the picture out of it. Maybe I did. Maybe that was mine.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
I'm sad that there's no longer. I mean, a lot of people like Prince Street. We haven't reviewed it on the show ever, but I did like that big hat Arby's on.
Yeah,
man.
It was like a staple of that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, New York sucks. No, so.
Oh, you got so much to do there.
Yeah, they always got a fucking excuse for everything. Let me tell you, I've gotten my routine. I'm doing fine there,
Right.
but it is just like.
I
You've
feel
been a
like
cat
you did
sitter?
that way better than I thought you would. When I went out there, I was like, Carl's adjusting to this New
Yeah.
York life very well.
I'm a malleable dude.
Yeah.
I'm flubber. I can be anywhere at any time.
Right.
And fit right in. Nobody knows I'm there. I've been to so many weddings and nobody knows I'm there. The thing about New York is like everything is just so chaotic. You know what I mean? Everything takes so much more effort
Right.
Sure.
than what it does here.
Have you-
Everything.
Have you been to Cat's Deli?
No.
Ooh, you're gonna go to Cat's Deli. Have you seen Bob Odenkirk?
When Harry Met Sally?
Have you seen Bob in what the
Glengarry Glen Ross?
Glengarry? Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. I want to go
Coffees
see
for
him
closers.
and Bill Burr.
Oh, he plays that part.
I don't know if actually if he does.
I've
play
never seen
part.
that movie. Is that Gordon Gekko?
No, Gordon Gecko's Wall Street.
Wall
yeah.
Street.
Okay.
It's
David Mamet, right?
coffee is for it's David Mamet and coffee is for closer that I did in that great Bob impression.
Yeah.
Coffee is for closers and always be closing.
Yes.
I
But that's
thought
Alec
was
Baldwin.
always be closing.
Oh, yeah.
So what did Gordon Gekko say?
Gordon
It's,
Greed. Greed is good.
Greed is good, yeah.
Okay.
Greed is good.
Okay.
I'm looking at you know your own city, where you live right now, but like it says the Arby's website says there's an 8th Avenue location.
Closed, permanently closed.
Permanently closed.
Really?
And so, because I got a lot of messages about that too.
Wow.
What is this? You trying to get? Is this a gotcha
No,
moment
I'm
with
trying
Carl?
to help.
It was
help.
it was a gotcha moment from Doughboys fans.
Well, that's not surprising.
It
at
was a
all.
gotcha moment from Doughboys. They were DMing me so much.
Yeah.
Dude, there's one right in Midtown, right by where you work. First of all, bitch, you don't know where I work. I could be lying. I could totally be lying.
You don't know where I work.
You don't know where I fucking work? There's one right by your job, girl. You don't know what my job is, bro. I'm a fucking postal worker in Long Island. You don't know what my job is. That's number one. Number two, you don't think I Googled that? You don't think I Googled that? You think I'm that dumb that I'm just going to say something? I don't just say stuff to say stuff.
Do you like that Essa Bagel right near 30 Rock?
Who?
The Essa Bagel?
No, I ain't been there. I don't think I've been there.
That's pretty good.
I like Essa Bagel.
Essa Bagel's.
There's another bagels place that we go to, Black Seed or something like
Okay,
that.
I haven't been there.
And that was pretty good.
Yeah. Are you a bagel guy?
Here's my thing about bagels. And
Yeah.
it's gonna be controversial.
Yeah.
I could get killed for saying this.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Bagels taste the same.
Wow.
Bagels. First of all, I only like cream cheese on the bagel.
Yeah.
I don't need all the bells and whistles. I don't need all that other stuff.
Yeah. I mostly agree with you. I sometimes like a schmear that's got like some scallions in it.
Yeah, I'll do a flavored cream cheese.
And sometimes I'll do some butter instead of cream cheese, but I do like just like a spread.
Oh, you do butter instead of cream cheese.
Yeah.
So here's what you got to do to make it real good. When you tell them to toast it with the butter on it, then put the cream cheese, and then you cook them with Crisco.
Yeah.
I don't like all
Crisco.
No, it's a
cream cheese.
term of phrase.
Got it. I know this is crazy to say, but
what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm happy. I'm happy. Susser is dead to not hear this.
Hey, how did he die? What happened to him?
He got the jab. I knew. I knew it. I told
dropping dead all over the place.
I told Susser. I said as soon as he posted on his Instagram that white card, I said, Susser, you fucked up. You'll be gone within 5 years.
Lamar, where do you stand on bagels?
I was like Carl. I didn't like them that much.
Yeah.
And then I started doing the lox and stuff. I never thought I would like it, but I love that shit with the lox and all
like
that.
lox,
yeah, and then with the cream cheese and all that, and the tomato. Once you dress it up and stuff, it's an experience.
What was your morning? You're going to school. What was like your morning on the go? Because bagels for me were that forever. Bagels.
This cereal. I was a cereal all day.
Cereal, yeah. But even when you were in a rush, toasted strudel was another one I would do.
Toasted strudel.
I love toasted strudels.
Pop-Tarts. We have a big Pop-Tart debate on the pod.
So we can talk about this. Is a perfect place to talk about this.
Yeah, I want to know what y'all think.
It was in this studio. Lamar thinks that unfrosted Pop-Tarts are better than the frosted ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very, very serious. Very, very serious about that.
The Jerry Seinfeld question. Do we like unfrosted?
Unfrosted. Yes.
I think.
Were you guys? Was anyone in that movie before we?
Yeah, I wasn't in it. Drew Tarver was in it.
Drew was in it. Yeah.
Yeah. We like Drew.
Yeah.
That
really sounded like we don't.
We love Drew. We
love Drew Tarver.
He's afraid because he shits on the movie. He shits on Frost all the time.
I mean,
the movie didn't work for me. But the unfrosted versus frosted.
Yeah, it just feels like extra. You don't need it. It's such a good thing.
Do you have a favorite flavor Pop-Tart?
Strawberry, yeah.
Like you like a strawberry Pop-Tart but with no frosting.
Yeah.
And I'm blueberry with frosting.
Strawberry unfrosted it will hit. Like that's a good.
See, I was a cinnamon sugar one, and it was frosted.
That's frosted by default. I don't think you can get that.
I like that one when I don't toast. Like when I used to go to school and some kid would have it, I'd eat that. Yeah, but.
I need them toasted, but I think toaster strudels are superior to Pop-Tarts.
Toaster strudels were superior to Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
Remember the Philadelphia cream cheese bars? The with the strawberry.
I remember your Philadelphia cream cheese bars. You guys are
Philadelphia cream cheese bars.
Classic moment. Hey, when PFT says that nothing happens at a Doughboys show, something happened once.
What you mean? We got up and saying that shit. And
on stage once. That's
the drunk guy did climb on stage. You were there for that one too,
I was there for that one. I've been there for every
You saw snow.
moment. Saw snow for the first time, or multiple times. Heavy snow for the first time.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and shout out to Royal Oak, Michigan. Royal Oak Music Hall.
Oh yeah.
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 Memory. I don't remember that at all.
I remember every show we've ever done. I remember being in an enclosed van with a COVID-y Mike Mitchell, drinking a little jar of moonshine.
I was pulling pepperoni slices off of his pizza but you know what? I didn't get the jab, so I'm still around.
That's why you're still alive right now. Rest in peace, my man.
I think I had to say I like frosted. I think this might be couch to couch.
Couch to couch.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just stick. Go ahead.
I would say I would know. I think I like the take because I don't think you need the frosting. Right. I think a Pop-Tart,
strawberry unfrosted
especially
is
toasted,
good.
the strawberry unfrosted is good. And so if that's the argument, I'm with you.
Have you ever put butter on a
If I'm gonna do
Pop-Tart?
frosting, I might as well do something like something sweeter anyway.
Yes,
and it's basically like a dessert at that point.
We gotta get you out to Glengarry. Have you never seen the movie?
I've never seen the movie.
Great movie. And
I watched the movie and I
watched it. I don't know why. I didn't even know they were doing a play.
I went to see Old Mary.
What's that?
Old Mary is what's my main Cole Escola, who wrote a show about Mary Tyler Lincoln.
Oh yes, I've heard about this.
Shit, yeah. That's cool. I think you would like. I think Bob plays the Jack Lemmon role. Is my
that makes sense.
Is my guess.
My understanding, and I've never seen the play, but my understanding is that the Alec Baldwin role was added for the movie. Like that's not in the play. I don't know if they've retconned that into the Broadway production these days, but you know.
An old Harold team, Coffee is for Closers. I think maybe before you guys got to the theater,
sure.
there was a team called Coffee is
Who
for
was on
Closers.
there? Let's name some names.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe was
that was
Brian Husky
that
on
was
it?
a faculty team.
It was a faculty
so it was
team.
like it was like the people who were teaching at the time.
It was
the
a
people
good-
maybe like a
it was a-
generation before us.
It was a great
Oh,
crew.
great
I feel.
crew.
Was John Reynolds on there? I'm just going to throw out faculty. Brian Finkelstein.
Yeah, I mean a lot of these guys were in
Danielle
there.
Schneider.
Seth Morris, Don
Seth
Fineglass, yeah,
Oh, nice.
John Ross Bowie, Sean Conroy,
was Daly
Chad
on there?
Carter. I think
Is that
Andy
crazy?
Daly ducked in
Chad
there.
Carter was on there. Yeah.
Good crew.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, all white dudes. Perfect team. I'm going to New York next week. I'm gonna come see you, Carl, and then but I'm going to my girl want to see the Dorian Gray. I guess Dorian homegirl from from Succession is playing Dorian Gray. So I'm gonna go see that.
Cool.
But now I'm like, dang, I kind of want to see the Glengarry Ross.
It's a tough. I think it's a tough ticket. But
Bill Burr's in it too.
yeah. Bill Burr's
That's my man.
and Culkin's in it as well.
Kieran Culkin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow,
Like
all
this-
them in there.
I
It
like
was a
this
different
speech.
time at UCB. I just want to get that out of the way.
I love all those people you named. They're all
I
great.
mean, that was the time that you thrived in.
I'm not going around wearing.
It's like you guys. It's before you guys got there.
That was the time. No, we were there. We were there. Y'all just didn't know.
I'm not wearing.
When they gonna put you on, Carl? I don't know. We gotta
man.
wait. They
I'll
said-
get there eventually.
I'm not wearing muckbaga hats or anything like that. Make UCB great again hats and shit like that.
Mukbaga.
Oh my
Mukbaga.
god, that's hilarious.
Mukbaga.
Make you see me great.
All right, I have a story to tell. I got to tell this. I was at Red Lion with one other person. I actually won't even say who the other person is. And we were talking about writing in the industry and stuff.
Yeah.
And DEI stuff came up, and not in a bad way. To be clear, we were just talking about. We were actually talking about people getting online, getting mad at DEI. We're making fun of it, and then we were talking at the end of the night, and Lamar goes, "This is in the Red Line." He goes, "You know what? You guys are right. DEI sucks." And he said this out loud, and he left the bar, and me and another
I gotta
white
take
guy
that.
are standing there, and we're like. I was like, Lamar, you can't yell out DEI sucks to us and then walk out the door.
I'm like, have a great night, y'all. See you later. I'm really glad we had this conversation. I'll leave y'all to it. And then-
Everybody in
in
Red
the
Lion
German
just
bar.
all looked at us, and we were like, that's not what you think it is.
I love these guys. It was fun. All fun. Everything we're saying was fun.
DEI.
DEI. Yeah, not much going on in early UCB days.
I want to
they
hear. I
changed
want to
it.
hear Nick's transition. Speaking of DEI,
Let's move to another acronym, BMI. Ours, of course, are increasing from this tournament, Mitch. Munch Madness 10, the Tournament of Champions,
That's right. Totcock.
We are in the thick of it. We are in the final fork. The rules, as decreed by the late Commissioner Susser.
Who was it? Was it
rest in-
Shear
rest
or
in power.
Zooks who said tot? It was Zooks.
Zooks said that.
Thank you,
Zooks
Zooks,
coined
for
Totcock.
Totcock.
I think there's actually an extra O in there, but it sounds better. It's more sonorous as Totcock.
Tournament of Tournament, TOT, Champions of Champions, COC. I think that's what he was doing.
Yes, yeah.
Totcock.
Totcock. We're
That sounds like a Boston person talking about my meat. Totcock.
yeah, let me see your top.
Let me see your Totcock. Kyle Totcock.
Rule number 1, there
one
are
of the most
no
beautiful
rules.
accents in the world. Yes.
That's right. Just like Outback Steakhouse this year, it's no rules, just right. Rule number 2, there actually are some rules. Rule number 3, everyone is here. Every winner of every past Tournament of Champions is represented in Munch Madness 10. Rule number 4, you got to dance with the one who brought you. Your ticket in is your meal ticket. If a restaurant has multiple categories of food on its menu, only the category it qualified for is eligible. As a way of example, the winner of the pizza tournament, Domino's, can only enter with pizza, not wings or pasta, etc. Rule number 5, one-on fun. Every matchup will be a one-on-one matchup with each guest getting to pick one item from the competing chains. Rule number 6, the Roger Rabbit / Judge Doom rule. Dip gets the slip, sauce is at a loss. You can use sauce, but you can't evaluate sauce in your review. Rule number 7, the dais is denied. The dais, aka the producer's desks, opinions on the competing chains are not to be considered during the tournament. No exceptions. If this rule is violated, the commissioner reserves the right to eject members of the dais.
Well, the commissioner is dead, first of all. Second of all, Casey did decide the entirety.
That brings us to rule number 8.
I just
Tie
want to say
goes
this.
to the
Casey
runner.
has a Kickstarter for his movie. If you liked his decision, you should give to it. If you didn't like his decision, don't give a dime to his Kickstarter.
If you liked his decision, which agreed with Mitch's decision, you both picked In-N-Out, and In-N-Out won, and then you were mad about it. Rule number 8, tie goes to the runner. If there's a tie, host and or guest can agree to do a foot race around Headgum to decide which side wins, or they can opt for a Deus Ex Machina, which would be letting the dais decide which is the rule that was invoked on that episode.
I want to do a foot race.
The rule will then cancel out rule number 7. We'll talk about it.
That's a big block.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to do it inside the studio. There's no way.
We're not doing it inside
It would be
the
our
studio.
final episode if we went around the block.
Oh, I could go around the block. Rule number 9, hate has no plate here. Chick-fil-A is officially banned from the tournament, even though it didn't qualify in the first place, so this is just grandstanding. And rule number 10, I'll have what he's having, a.k.a. the Billy Crystal rule. In each round, the commissioner reserves the right to have one of the hosts' exact meals.
We're going to have Amelia drop off an order to his I guess, it was his gravesite. He's not buried yet. I'm not going, regardless.
Yeah.
Are you
we're
gonna
not
go to
going.
his-
No,
we're
yeah,
not going to
yeah.
go. Yeah.
All right.
I just learned what the difference between a cemetery and a graveyard is.
Ooh, what's that?
Yeah.
I don't even.
So a cemetery is a city planned plot of land that you buy plots to place your loved ones in,
Yeah.
or your hated ones. A graveyard is just like what's on the side of a church, where it's like,
Right, sure.
Yeah, backyard.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
graves in
I
it.
never
Yeah.
knew that.
I didn't realize there was actually a distinction.
Yeah.
How about that? Apparently, casket and coffin different meanings too.
Oh, what's the difference there?
I think a casket is like hinged,
Oh.
and a coffin is like you put a whole piece on top of it. I think.
We got the Mitchell plot where my dad is currently.
Yeah.
We got like 7 more spots if anybody wants to hang out in the.
Oh,
in the-
yeah.
I
Where's
mean,
that?
I think they
too
bought a
cold up
bunch.
there. I don't
of-
wanna be buried
so
right there.
It's in
You're
Boston?
claiming a few of those.
I mean, I think my mom was like, "We'll
Yeah.
see how many Mike takes up
Yeah.
when he goes."
How cold-blooded of
There's we got like 7 or so in there in the Mitchell plot. I'm
Where's
jumping
that,
in
in
there
Boston?
someday.
I'll hop in there.
it's way too cold.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
that you should. I think you should be buried with me.
The
in the
Doughboys are
Mitchell
buried
plot.
together.
Here
My
lies
wife is
the
buried
Doughboys.
separately.
on top, y'all are buried like this. Y'all on top of each
Mitchell's
other.
on top.
Feet to face, butt to butt, nuts to nuts.
Natalie, when she dies long after you with just the biggest smile, the mortician is like trying to put her mouth down. It would be an honor to have you to rest eternally with me.
We'll figure it out. Here are my.
Talk about it.
Here's what I want to start with. Because 2 combatants were eliminated on the way to this matchup. Those combatants were Domino's and Jersey Mike's.
That's right.
Carl Lamar, your thoughts on Domino's, your thoughts on Jersey
fuck
Mike's.
up?
I believe there's some Papa John's fandom, at least from you, Carl, like among the big pizzerias.
I'm a big Papa John's guy,
Yeah.
and that's because I ate so much Domino's in high school. We had Domino's at high school every day. You get a slice of pizza and loaded with some really watery ranch that I'm assuming was made from a powder that they made at the cafeteria at high school, and they used to be so good. Remember they changed the recipe? They were like, "Oh, guys, we messed up." Like the Domino's, look, the cheese is stuck to the box. You know?
Yeah.
And the new recipe didn't do it for me. And that's when I became a Papa John's truther. Some people say, only thing that's good about Papa John's is the garlic sauce. And I go, it is very good. But the pizza. Let me see that pizza. Let me see those pizzas. Say, girl, let me see them.
Favorite
Let me see those
OnlyFans
pizzas. Yeah. Girls eating pizza with their feet.
Yeah,
It's my favorite OnlyFans.
Garlic sauce is. I love that garlic sauce.
The
It's
garlic
so
sauce is very
good.
good, and I hoard it and use it on other pizzas when I do get other pizzas.
Yeah, oft imitated, but no one else has really cracked it.
I am, however, going back to Domino's a little bit because it's quick on Postmates.
Yeah.
The Domino,
Really?
it goes quick with the app too. They get here. We ordered it for the tournament. And it was here too fast.
Yeah, you need a thin crust, and sometimes they put it in there too long, and the cheese is a little bit too burnt.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, Domino's always letting you down. So I go Papa John's. Jersey Mike's, however, I'm a huge Jersey Mike's guy. It is my favorite sandwich like that.
You take it over Firehouse Subs now.
I do.
Wow.
I take it over Firehouse Subs. And there's a Firehouse near my house. Just like there's a Jersey Mike's closer.
Yes.
I could walk up to the Firehouse, and it wouldn't be that much further of a walk, another 5 minutes or so. And yet I prefer Jersey Mike's.
I like
Also,
Jersey
their
Mike's a lot.
Philly cheesesteak, their Philly is good.
No, their
It's
hot
good.
sandwiches are
That's
good.
real good.
Wow.
Lamar, Jersey Mike's, Domino's, your thoughts?
I like Domino's better. I don't know why. I mean, everything you said about Papa John's made sense to me. Actually, I think Papa John's was the very first episode I did.
That's right.
On
We
the
had you
show.
on.
Yeah, and I remember not liking it.
Yeah.
I remember being like, I'm over this place. But Domino's hits. It always just does what it needs to do. It doesn't really like fail. Same with Carl. I'm a Jersey Mike's all day. I like the Mike's way. I go there all the time.
Would you say you like Jersey Mike's better than both restaurants we reviewed today? Is that for both of you?
No.
Okay. Oh, all right. Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if you guys had a favorite going in today. We don't have to say
I
that.
certainly, at my age, I'm having Jersey Mike's more regularly.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's more delicate on my constitution. But
But a turkey sub.
yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's
like
a,
that,
What's
that
your
turkey
order?
stuff is good though.
Very, yeah.
Can we hear your order?
I do the number 7 a lot. Yeah, the turkey
The
and provolone.
7? And
Yeah.
how do you get it?
A Mike's way. And then I will usually add jalapenos because I'm a bit of a heat seeker. And then sometimes I'll do mayo. Sometimes I'll do mayo. Sometimes I'll do the cherry pepper relish.
Pennies.
Sometimes I will do deli mustard, but it just depends. I usually don't like. I've learned if I do more than 2 condiments, it just gets soupy,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
with all the
Interesting.
juice on there.
Can I give you my order?
Please.
I want to hear yours first though. How do you do? What is your
This
order?
is new to well, you know that I'm on the big boy shot. I told you guys this, right?
Oh, they got you on the jab, on the OJ?
They got me on the new jab.
On the OJ?
Yeah. I'm on that guy. So now I do. This is a sad version of it. I do a mini, but I do double meat on the mini, and I do Mike's Way, no olive oil, add mayo, cherry pepper relish, add pickles, number 7.
Okay.
That's what I do.
So the no oil saves you like 200 calories, right? It's like a
Yeah,
crazy.
and then
amount.
I do mayo. I mean,
Yeah.
I do mayo instead. Yeah.
Okay. I will do. I actually generally will do extra meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just make the ratio better.
I'm fine with the amount of meat they put on it.
Mm-hmm.
I get the turkey cheese. I go extra mayo, regular amount of mustard. Just like, because if you ask for mayo, they just like do like a very thin,
Right.
Yeah,
almost
they be
like
holding
butter
that back,
spread. And
yeah.
I go, my
Yeah.
man, give me a little bit more mayo. Come on. And then, but the mustard comes in a squeeze bottle. So they just do one little thing. I go salt and pepper, hold the oil and vinegar. It makes this, if you don't immediately eat the sandwich, that oil and vinegar ruins the bread.
Yes.
In my opinion. I don't like soggy
Wow,
like
that's
that.
why I love that shit.
I like that too.
Yeah,
I like
I love
that.
it.
Yeah.
I love it wet and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
give it to me. You seen that OnlyFans too? That's the one I'm watching.
Girls eating Jersey Mike's with their feet.
Yeah.
I go extra mayo, regular amount of mustard, salt and pepper, extra pepper, and I throw banana peppers on there.
Oh, that's fun.
I have done and I just go lettuce and tomato. I don't
Yeah.
go full Mike's way.
Yeah.
I just go lettuce and tomato.
If it was the band salt and pepper, would you want extra salt or extra pepper? Who do you like better?
I was a salt guy. I was a salt
I
bird.
started as a salt guy, then pepper, then ended up a pepper.
Pepper, yeah.
I was at Jersey Mike's the other day, and I was like, completely forgot what Mike's Way was. I just ordered Mike's Way, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? It's Mike's Way. Like, I literally just like, I'll have everything that a Mike's Way has. And I'm like, but I do put on spicy mustard, though.
Fun.
Yeah.
You add spicy mustard to the Mike's Way.
Yeah.
Another New York complaint. When ordering through Grubhub and places like that, you can't never just get regular yellow mustard.
Oh,
It's always spicy brown.
Spicy, yeah.
Always. Can I just get some Heinz mustard, some French's?
Yep.
Yeah.
My
Very
dad
hard to
was a
find.
spicy brown mustard, and I'm a yellow mustard guy.
Yeah.
That's the
Really?
one. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I like all kinds of mustard. In fact, I usually we'll commonly have like between 3 to 7 mustards in our fridge. I just like to have a bunch of them around. Yeah,
Mustard!
All right, you confused the hell out of him. He has no idea what the hell. Actually, didn't you not know what that meant for real?
Did we say this on the podcast?
Yeah, you were confused. Someone yelled mustard.
It was well, okay, this happened twice. This happened I was at a basketball game. I was at a Laker game and someone yelled mustard in the bathroom. I was like, okay, all right, that guy's enthusiastic. And then Zach Cherry texted us. Yeah, group texted us mustard, like it was yelling, and I was just like, yes, I like mustard too. Like, I didn't know how to respond to it. They explained it to me.
Let me give this a heart.
But it's DJ Mustard.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
LA native.
That's right. And Kendrick Lamar. That's the track.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that?
Oh my gosh.
Also from LA.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Atlanta.
You sure you're sad about not coming back on the podcast? It's pretty dire here.
Those guys are doing great. So we wait. Did we get your Jersey Mike's order? Like, what sandwich do you normally get?
I like the spicy number 13, and then I started doing turkey. What's that?
Yeah,
7?
yeah.
Yeah,
7,
just turkey provolone. Keep it chill. Not with Mike's way.
I feel like turkey provolone is the Deus consensus, right?
That's
Is
my
everyone kind
go-to.
of getting that? Casey, you ever fuck with anything else?
I like the capicola. I think it's
Okay.
the Jersey Shore one. I think the number 2.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, nice.
Jersey Shore's favorite.
One thing about Casey, he gonna be authentic to his Italian roots.
Not in here. Mitch will fire him.
I do get the Philly though. I do
Yeah,
get the
I
Philly
was about to
sometimes.
ask, so it's pretty good.
Philly
I've
is
been
good.
craving a Philly cheesesteak for a while.
The Philly's
I'm
good.
like, maybe I'll go there and get it.
You should go to another place. I'll give you another recommendation.
Okay, cool.
I want to hear this place.
Oh yeah, Philly's Best in Burbank.
Oh wow,
Okay, I
yeah.
haven't been to Philly's
Boo's
Best.
Philly cheesesteak is very good too.
Booze
Yeah.
is good, yeah.
Mhm.
We reviewed
But
Booze.
Philly's
Oh,
Philly's
Boo's is
best
good, yeah.
Philly's best in Burbank is one that I frequent. But if I just need something quick
Mhm.
and I'm like I want a cheesesteak, I just go to Jersey Mike's right there, and it hits the spot.
My favorite spot for that in LA was a pandemic casualty, but it was a Philly West, and that place it's over on the west side, but they not only had a good cheesesteak, but they also had you just get tasty cakes there, but then they also had a burger on a sub roll, which I love.
You know, like a chopped cheese.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
Cheeseburger
that's fun.
sub, I love, and
Yeah.
they don't do it too often. When you say pandemic casualty, they got the jab and they died.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
not true.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, buddy, March Madness is here, and you know what that means. Buzzer beaters, high-stakes hoops, and watching everyone's bracket predictions completely implode. It's a time of excitement, a time of unpredictability, and a time where legends are forged. In other words, it's time to wear Chubbies. Pretty good segue, eh? Chubbies has mastered the art of stylish casual wear that doesn't skimp out on performance or durability, whether it's their bright and stretchy polos, their iconic thigh-exposing shorts, love that, or their one-of-a-kind swim trunks, aka the perfect threads to wear as you helplessly watch your bracket predictions utterly fail. Speak for yourself, Chubbies. I'm feeling pretty good. Watching games with your friends? Chubbies' original shorts gives you that classic feel with a modern look. Hitting the gym to make up for all that pizza and wings you ate? Chubbies' ultimate training shorts are built to sweat in with advanced fitness features. We could keep going, but we've only got this ad slot for so long. After all, you deserve a wardrobe upgrade for springtime and beyond. So to sweeten the deal, for a limited time, Chubbies is giving our listeners 20% off your order with our exclusive code. Use code Doughboys at chubbyshorts.com. Experience unmatched comfort and style with Chubbies' iconic original stretch shorts. Depending on how much thigh you're looking to show, you know what Weiger likes to say, skies out, thighs out. Chubbies makes them in 4-inch, 5.5-inch, and 7-inch inseams. I like that 5.5-inch. It's the sweet spot for me. These shorts have the stretchiest fabric for ultimate movability and flexibility while maintaining a perfectly tailored fit. Featuring an elastic waistband with button fly, enjoy the classic men's khaki style with the added comfort of elastic. Whether you're getting dressed for your workday, a workout, or a weekend getaway, there's a Chubbies for that. For a limited time, Chubbies is giving our viewers 20% off your order with our code Doughboys at chubbyshorts.com. That's code Doughboys at chubbyshorts.com. Support our show and tell them we sent you. Be your own Cinderella story with Chubbies. Okay, so this is the semi-soft final match 1 of the Final Four, Taco Bell v. Wendy's. In the first round, Taco Bell, the winner of Munch Madness 2019, Mouth of the Border, defeated Domino's, the winner of Munch Madness 2018, The Slice is Right. And Wendy's, the winner of Munch Madness 2017, Chicken Fight, defeated Jersey Mike's, the winner of Munch Madness 2022, Hero's Journey, Suboptimal. Rule number 4, from the rules I read through, means that only Taco Bell tacos and burritos are eligible, since that's how they won, and only Wendy's chicken is eligible. So I opted to do, based on a promotion that Taco Bell is doing right now, a spicy chicken mirror match, Mitch.
Wow.
There's a spicy chicken option that obviously it's a stalwart of the Wendy's menu, but also right now they have the Caliente Chicken Cantina burritos and tacos. And Mitch, I
Yes.
believe you got some of those as well.
I got the crispy caliente whatever taco.
The Caliente Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco, which is a crispy taco shell filled with slow roasted chicken, Caliente sauce, 3-cheese blend, more 3-cheese blend grilled on the outside, and an avocado verde salsa sauce packet. I also got some fire sauce, which is not part of the evaluation. But I think the avocado verde salsa is part of the item. Yeah, so I think that's okay. And then the burrito is the same, similar components, except they also has crispy lettuce, shredded purple cabbage, and then pico de gallo inside a grilled flour tortilla.
These are healthier options, right? No, I'm serious. Like,
they're kind of supposed to.
The new cantina stuff is supposed to be healthier.
It is, and this one is just grilled in cheese. The taco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything necessarily healthy about this, but I guess it could maybe be less like potent than some of the other Taco Bell. I mean, it's all relative, right? It's what's healthy at Taco Bell? Really nothing. What I will say is the Caliente sauce, Mitch, reminded me of like a tikka masala.
I didn't like the taste.
You said that earlier.
Yeah.
Threw me. I was like, whoa, that's wild.
Yeah.
I like tikka masala.
I do
sauce.
like it, but in this context, I was like, I don't know if I don't know if it's what they were. I don't think it's what they were going for. It's just the sensation that it kind of triggered in me, and it's just like this is what it tastes like, and that kind of rubbed against all the components, and also just felt asynchronous versus like I'm having a burrito, I'm having a taco. Like what's this doing here? What's this protein and what's the?
It was a bit of a letdown. I think I told you when you got in there. I said both of these restaurants are hitting today, and I do believe that's true.
Yeah.
I just think that we unfortunately got a new item that was maybe not great.
Was it spicy? How spicy was it?
It's not very.
It wasn't very spicy. I think I think it tasted like tikka masala because it was like it was supposed to be like that red hot sauce, but they weren't trying to burn people's mouths. So it was like this needs to taste like
more
something.
Sweet,
yeah. So it ended more like tikka masala. I got to ask you. I'm just going to ask you guys. Going into this, do you have a favorite between?
Great question, Mitch.
The Bell and Dave Which one is which one do you?
Yeah, Dave for sure. Yeah,
Whoa,
Dave Thomas, that's my man. Yeah,
All right.
I grew up off Wednesday.
It's a little bit more gray area for me coming into it because I loved Taco Bell growing up.
Yep.
It was the one restaurant that I could go there all the time and never get tired of it. Also, McDonald's was that for me too.
Yeah.
But Taco Bell even more so because there were so many options that you could like kind of customize to your liking, that I felt comfortable customizing it. I've been a bit of a people pleaser and didn't want to make people customize things at other restaurants.
Yeah,
but Taco Bell feels like it's easier to customize because they're just going quack, quack. And so that's the sauce gun. Quack.
Yeah, I saw that OnlyFans
too. So Taco Bell was great. And then the whole Yum Brands takeover thing happened. And they constantly taking stuff off the menu, constantly changing stuff. They ruined it in a way. But
we were upset. We were upset with a lot of this too. There was a new CEO that came in. When was that, Wags? A few years back, and then they pulled a lot of stuff. But they have been putting more and more stuff back. They bring stuff back.
But I hate the way they do. Like the biggest egregious, and it's not the restaurants that we're talking about. So forgive me for going on a tangent. But honey barbecue wings and wedges at KFC.
Oh yeah.
What an era that was. Yeah. Those boneless honey barbecue wings and they still haven't brought them back.
Yeah. They're rotating in. They're always rotating in sauces. I don't know if the Georgia Gold is still there, but they were doing that for a bit.
A lot of Nashville Hot these days.
Nashville Hot,
Chipotle. I don't want Chipotle.
Yeah.
But between these two, I now have to go Wendy's. I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just because it's more consistent.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do like to try their new healthier options. I've had the same thing. I didn't get that today, but I had the same thing that y'all.
When the cantina came out the last. Yeah,
cantina, and I was like, oh, let me try this, and I felt the same way about the flavors. I was like, they trying to do something.
Interesting. I wonder, like your relationship to Taco. I think I'm going with Wendy's because it's more of a nostalgic thing. Like that was in high school. Yeah. That was where we hung out. Like after high school, we hung out with Wendy's.
Wow.
So I have like an emotional attachment to Wendy's, and Taco Bell just wasn't part of that. So
Sure.
I didn't start really eating Taco Bell until I moved to LA.
That's interesting. Taco Bell for me, my mom and I, when we would go to the movies at Magic Johnson Theaters in the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza, they had a Taco Bell in there. And so we would eat Taco Bell before we went to the movies because movie snacks were too expensive.
Right.
And
I believe we went to the Fridays down there, didn't we?
We did.
That's at
Ladera Heights.
Oh, yeah, the Magic
That's
Johnson.
Ladera Heights.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is at the Crenshaw Mall, which is on Stocker and Crenshaw, or King Crenshaw. Anyway, that I have a nostalgic thing for Taco Bell too, because me and my mom went there a lot. My mom liked it because she was vegetarian, so she would get like Nacho Bel Grande with just beans on it and stuff.
Yeah. They're great for that.
But then in high school, when we would get out like early, like when we got like our senior lunch pass and stuff, like the whole basketball team, if we got out at lunch and we didn't have the next 2 periods and we didn't have to be back until basketball practice, we would go to the Culver City Wendy's and just hang there and eat the yellow box fries, the biggie bags or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
See, this is my thing, because Wendy's, we've talked about this, but Wendy's has also declined. I mean, so has everything in the world.
Yeah, man, it was part of a bigger thing that's happening.
Just that Wendy's. Do you mean the one that's like on Venice and Robertson, basically?
Yeah, Venice,
wow,
okay.
That's my regular go-to Wendy's these days.
When I first went to LA, I would go there. Yeah, that's so crazy.
And weirdly enough, Wags also goes when all the kids from high school are going there for lunch.
Hey, buddy, need tutoring?
Need tutoring.
You teach fucking podcasting?
It's I feel like that's a very solid Wendy's. I imagine it was executing back in the day. Like for me, my relationship
to terrarium. Does it got the little the glass bulge?
Not really. No, they kind of refurbished it. But that's the Wendy's I remember. That's the one I remember going to in Long Beach. And for me, as a kid, Wendy's was like the nice one, like versus like Carl's Jr. and Burger King and McDonald's. And so that's the association I had. I always held it in like some esteem of like, oh, we're going to a slightly better version of this fast food experience. Taco Bell, and Mitch, we've talked about this. I like Taco Bell a lot. Going into this one, especially with how Wendy's has been executing lately, I feel like I'm more of a leaning Taco Bell. But I was certainly...
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Much like a young Carl Tart, they kind of were both dunking today. They were both doing pretty well.
But I like, for me, Taco Bell has always been my number 2 to Del Taco, and I know Taco Bell is just like better these days. Del Taco's really like they need to get their act together.
That burger used to be good. That
burger's good. The Double Del, it's great.
Now it's not as good anymore.
They just like they keep Mitch. We were talking about earlier about menu items being removed, and that's a frustration obviously with Taco Bell. But Del Taco's even worse. They will just arbitrarily kill something that's been on their menu forever for no reason, like the spicy Jack Quesadilla. I'm still bitter about that.
The spicy Jack Quesadilla being removed is insane. Also, here's what I'll say about Del Taco. I got it the other day.
Yeah.
And Del Taco, of any fast food place, one of the only fast food places where I can reheat a Del Taco order the next day.
And it works.
And it works.
Very true.
Yeah. There's no other
time.
And that speaks to its qualities. You know what I mean? I got a spicy chicken burrito. I didn't eat it, and I put it in the microwave, and it tasted good the next day. Like that is like so rare for any fast food ever. I wouldn't even do that with Taco Bell. There's no way.
It's wild how the Taco Bell menu is so different. Like when you sent it to me today, when I was looking at it, I was incredibly overwhelmed. Like I didn't know what I was looking at. I was like, what is all this shit?
They've gotten a little cute, I would say. There's now, like you're saying, they always change stuff out and they bring stuff back, and like the new part of the menu is always there's something always new there. It's they've done. We don't like what's happened with either of these places. We want Mangione to...
take it easy.
I'm just saying.
Luigi, we need you to go give Dave Thomas the jab. Preferably Johnson & Johnson.
Remember everybody was hating on Johnson & Johnson? Like, oh, you got Johnson & Johnson?
Oh, you got
shit. Didn't that turn out to be the good one? Is that Johnson & Johnson not being the good?
That was the real one,
It turned out to be the one with no additives, no preservatives in Johnson.
Was that the single dose?
Yeah, single dose.
I should have known. I used the Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo for most of my life.
They use a lot of Johnson & Johnson baby oil too, right? At the Diddy party.
I
was always outside the Diddy party with my baby oil, like Fred Flintstone. Yeah,
I brought my own oil.
You go to the door and somebody comes and push you out.
Puffy! Just knocking on the
door. He's calling you Puffy, sir.
I got the Taco Bell menu open now on the app, and yeah, it is the kind of thing of like they've carved their menu. I do like their app a lot. It's very easy to customize, as you're saying, but they've carved their menu into a bunch of different
injector, my baby oil.
It's like,
into a bunch of
One,
different
2 punch.
sections like online exclusives, cravings, value meal. Like it's just a little bit tough to navigate. And then like what is covered by tacos and burritos does include things like the cantina tacos that we're talking about. Of course, they're classic soft tacos, spicy potato soft taco,
That's
crunchy
good.
taco, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
On the Doritos Locos, but then also like the chalupa is in there and the cheesy gordita crunch is in there, which is like arguably are those tacos. I guess that's how they're choosing to classify it.
They're bringing back the Cool Ranch Doritos Locos
ooh,
taco.
I'm excited. So yeah, I
Why
was
not
like,
the
where
fat
is that?
ones?
What happened to that?
They put it off the menu now because they're doing the Eras menu, which they've done one already, and so it's
Like
coming,
Taylor Swift?
Like yes, it is. It
Are
is
you
very
serious?
much
Yeah,
like
I was
Taylor Swift.
I thought it was gonna be like 70s or 80s, but that doesn't make sense.
Well, this one is like a 2000s,
Yeah.
and they're doing
okay.
the cool. But why did they take it off the menu anyway?
Why'd they take it off? Why'd they take off the hot one? The flaming, the nacho, the Doritos
Yes,
Locos
yes.
flaming one
Right.
Yeah.
was my favorite, which I'm assuming that shell was just a Red 40 massacre.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
It
was so
good though.
It
Yeah,
was so good.
I like Red 40. I know it's bad for you. It's my
Yeah.
favorite. I think it's my favorite food.
Did y'all
Red
used to
40.
have the jugs of juice like from like the grocery store that
Oh,
were like
sure.
99 cents for a gallon?
yeah,
yeah.
It was just like,
Like
red.
juice, like
Yeah.
burns your throat.
green.
Yeah, but
So,
it used to be
it's good.
tasty. Yeah, you
Yeah, I
come
remember.
come inside from playing, and you pour a big cup of that.
There was a great time in the early 90s where like they put like just remember like the Squeeze-Its.
Yes.
Just any sort of tube that had just
Yeah.
like shitty ass juice in it, and I loved it. It's like my favorite, a red or a blue juice was
Yeah.
my favorite drink at one point.
You know they've redesigned Capri Sun. Apparently, it's not the pouch anymore with the
Oh,
straw
really?
that doesn't work. Yeah, like it's just like, and I was like, well, that's the entire appeal is the form factor.
Yeah, that's
You're
fucking
gonna get rid of that.
trash.
Like, who cares if it's just a juice box?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
That's not what I
that's
drink.
so
your
It's a
Capri
juice
Sun.
box
Is
now.
that
Yeah,
what
it just.
now?
I think it
box?
just looks like something else. It just looks like a
We
generic
used to have
drink.
so much fun with that. We would blow it all up with the air and then hit
Yeah.
it and like let it launch and like stab someone in the
Which is
eye.
a little scarier in schools now. I feel like when it's way worse now.
I wonder if they changed it because it blew up on TikTok that like you would cut the bottom of the Capri Sun pouch and it would have like some type of goo or mold in it or whatever.
Oh shit!
You
Really?
see that?
Really?
Yeah, people were cutting
They're
open.
just like bottles now. it looks
Yeah, they're
like.
bottles.
They're bottles.
It's
One
just a
piece of
plastic
the
bottle.
That is wild.
That's sad.
Yeah, look at that.
That's sad.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Too
Is that
bad.
what it's like getting older? You're just like, man,
I
my
don't like
day
it.
we used to
I
have
don't like
pouches.
it.
And it's like the kids are like, I don't care.
And we're reminiscing over like plastic bags that held onto juice, but still, I think it's sadder to me. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
They had the coolest commercials with the like
Yeah, the liquid
water,
people.
liquid
Yeah.
person. Yeah, that shit was dope.
Jack Allison's dad probably did that. Jack, Alex Mack.
Yeah.
Jack Allison's dad did all the
graphics
All
on
the
Alex
graphics
Mack?
for that?
Yeah,
That
he
shit was
turned
dope.
Alex
Damn.
Mack into the same with the
Wow.
slider. You know that?
Yeah, I know all this.
Yeah.
That's connected to the commercial, right?
I'm guessing he
Is that why they were doing
probably
that?
did do.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he probably did do the effects for. I'm guessing. I don't know if he did.
Yeah, we don't know for sure, but there's a
I'm
good
guessing.
chance
I'm gonna put. I'm
that they
putting
got
it
the
out
Alex
there.
Mack guy.
Yeah.
Boy, I swear, Mitch, if you wrong about this, I swear. to
Like,
God.
you putting out fake information. on it.
I'm putting out fake
I'm
news.
gonna text Jack right now. I'm gonna find out. Let's see what happens. We can carry on with the show. I'm gonna text him as you carry on with the show.
Okay, just give us an update.
I'll give you an update.
Let's start with Taco Bell. Lamar, you got
Yeah.
the Chalupa Supreme with chicken and the chicken enchilada burrito.
Yes.
And Carl, you also got a chicken enchilada burrito. Did you get the same order? You also got a Chalupa Supreme and chicken enchilada burrito?
You didn't get that, did you? You got that too?
I did, yeah.
Chalupa Supreme?
Lamar's a chicken, Carl's a regular beef.
Got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got the
Oh.
chalupa I got was with beef.
Got it.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I had to change my it was cause all chicken. So I
We
didn't
were supposed to
get
eat all chicken?
No,
No,
not
no.
necessarily.
I thought we was only supposed to get chicken from Wendy's.
That's
You're
correct.
almost looking at chicken
Okay.
from Wendy's,
Oh,
yeah.
bro.
Oh shit! So did you think that?
Yeah, what,
I was
looked
asking.
at
I was
your text,
asking you
bro.
in the other room. I was like, "Do you not eat beef?" And then you didn't. You walked out of the room. I don't know why. I don't know if you were mad at me or what the deal
You
was.
screamed DEI is bad and you walked out of the room.
He's like, I don't know why you won't listen to me. No, I must have misread your text. I was like, maybe I just saw chicken and was like, all right, I'll get chicken.
Oh yeah.
But maybe it was because the chicken tasted that threw me off.
Oh
But-
right, yeah.
Okay.
Which
I-
we should have got you anyways.
I will say it ended up being, for me, a useful exercise having chicken from Taco Bell to compare to chicken from Wendy's, because also this chicken isn't Wendy's main protein. Like I always thought of chicken I like the spicy chicken
Well,
sandwich. That's my favorite Wendy's sandwich, but I always thought of that as a burger place. That's what people know it for, you know.
But then I mean, in my head, I'm like, is it a chicken place then? Spicy chicken sandwich is the best.
I mean,
I think it's the best.
that was a legendary kind of.
I still love it.
Yeah,
It's
me
my
too.
favorite it's still my favorite. I like it still more than the Popeye sandwich. I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah, you tripping.
What did you all think? I do like the Popeye sandwich more.
Wow.
And I think if Popeye's chicken sandwich had existed back when we did that tournament in 2017, I think Popeye is probably
I would probably been mad about it.
It just wasn't around. What did you all think of your Taco Bell?
The order that I got, I didn't realize because we had to get a taco and we had to get a burrito.
Yes.
Once I checked that menu that Amelia sent and saw that the chalupa was listed as a taco, I said it counts.
Yeah, it feels like a loophole, but it counts.
What I didn't do was what I would normally do if they bring back an errors menu. My favorite thing of all time at Taco Bell was the nacho cheese chalupa.
Oh, sure.
And you can add nacho cheese to your chalupa supreme if you order it on Postmates or whatever. You can make that, or if you go to the restaurant. But I didn't do that because I follow the rules of the tournament. No extra sauces, right? No, like.
We could have let you do
it.
Yeah. You know what? We just shouldn't have sent any of these stupid rules to you. I'm embarrassed.
Did we send the rules?
No, you didn't send the rules.
Nah.
I know the rules.
All right.
It was on Instagram.
But
commissioner died though.
Yeah.
That I did not know.
Shout out Sus. But
Yeah, we didn't post about that.
We might have. I don't know if we post about it or not. I wonder how many plots Sus is going to take up. He's probably figuring that out right now. Like when the worms found out. I was going to say this earlier. When the worms found out that he was dead, it was like the end of episode 6, where it shows all the different planets celebrating. You know what I'm saying?
Tatooine.
Yeah, like different worm. You know what I'm saying? Like all these. All right. So it was worth bringing up.
Coruscant.
Andorra.
Have you seen Andorra yet? Heard it's nominated.
The chalupa bread always hits.
Yeah.
It always hits.
Yeah.
The crunchy, the flavor of it. I'm assuming they fry it, like whatever, and it hits good. My chicken enchilada burrito left a lot to be desired.
Oh, no.
Because it was too much rice, which their Mexican rice is good.
Yeah, sure.
And the sauce is good, but they didn't put the sauce evenly, and nothing was evenly distributed in the burrito. And I took bites from both sides because, I'm not going to finish the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just going to get my fill. We got a lot of food to eat. But, I took bites from both sides to try and get and it just didn't quite do it for me what I know they could have done, because there were flavors in there. The enchilada sauce is very good. The rice is very good. The chicken kind of maybe should be covered in the sauce a little bit more.
Yeah.
The ratios weren't clicking.
The ratios weren't clicking, and that hurts.
Which is huge.
That's
They're about the ratios.
Yeah.
That's what Gabrus has said, that Taco Bell is about the different goos.
Sure.
Right.
That's like those guns. And I love those guns. I love every goo at Taco Bell, but it does need to. There's times when they don't hit it with the right amount of goo, and it sounds like you got.
It's so interesting because I had the opposite experience then. Because maybe they hit mine right. Because I had the chalupa, the chicken enchilada chalupa was great. I thought it was great. It was hitting, and then the chicken chalupa supreme was not hitting for me.
Wow.
But I also wonder if it's because I had that salad, and I was like not really hungry as much as I thought it'd be, and I was just like, so it actually made me really go purely based off what was hitting my palate.
Yeah.
And the chicken enchilada was hitting it, but I don't know, something about the supreme wasn't doing it for me.
Wow.
That's I don't usually go chicken too often at Taco Bell. I usually just go shredded beef, basically.
Me too. I wish I would have did it.
And I was surprised today that I got something that I've never. And people will be like, "I can't believe you've never gotten this before, Wags." But I got the cheesy double beef burrito, and I've never even gotten that before.
Wow.
And I liked it. That was the first thing I took a bite into, and I said, both of these restaurants are on their A game today, because I thought I got the ghost pepper ranch chicken sandwich from Wendy's, which I know we'll get into that in a second, but I had taken a bite of that, and that was also hitting.
You know what used to be good about that? The cheesy double beef joint, they would put flaming hot Fritos in it back in the day. Do you remember that, Weiger?
I do remember this. Yes.
They now have. It's just like tortilla strips, I guess. They're not I think they lost their promotion with Fritos, but there was one that I used to get that wasn't called there was one that was like the Fritos one, right? And that's the one I used to get. I don't think I've ever gotten
the Fritos Locos.
Yes. The
Doritos Locos and the Cheetos Locos.
Which there's the same. They're the same company, right? So I don't understand.
Frito-Lay.
Yeah.
So I don't know why a lot of the Frito stuff went away. But so maybe I have had the cheesy double beef burrito before, but mine was fantastic. That taco, like we talked about already, Wags, was not great. And then we can't judge it, but we got the Steak-O and Case Crunchwrap sliders, and those were pretty good too.
That was good. Yeah, you had some of that. I loved it. I was like, ooh, this is good.
Yeah, but we can't judge it on that. But those are tasty.
They're good. They're pretty small. And it's like, isn't it 2 for like $7?
$5, but yes.
Oh, $5. Oh, $5 is a lot more reasonable. But I was like,
with a
these
queso
things are
dipping
really
sauce. Yeah.
small.
It was because you had to take a bite, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a bite without getting close to where you bit.
Exactly.
I could not
Good
do
luck
it.
with
I
that
feel like I
fucking
was like,
mouth.
it was
There's not,
impossible. Yeah, it was crazy.
He's got a giant mouth. You know, he's in the 1 percentile.
I'm in the top 1% of mouth sizes.
Mouth and hog.
Yeah, I saw an orofacial pain specialist. He told me like I was one of the biggest mouths he'd ever measure.
That's crazy.
Who was
Isn't
this?
that wild? Orofacial pain
I
specialist.
thought you said a norofacial face.
And then I went to get my mouth x-ray, my jaw x-rayed. And it's one of those things like you talk to any medical professional, you always assume they've seen it all.
Mm-hmm.
But then the x-ray technician, the radiologist was like, wow, you can really open your mouth. Like it was like staggered her.
And this is a Hollywood place.
Yeah.
Some of their clients, they got Bruce the Shark from Jaws.
That's right.
That's one of their.
I think you're gonna start with like Julia Roberts or like Mick Jagger. We go straight to Bruce the Shark. That's true though.
I was trying to think of someone with a big mouth.
Bruce the Shark.
Trump.
Mitch, don't get me started.
The biggest mouth of all.
Yap, that guy.
Mitch, you said you'd never had the cheesy double beef burrito.
Have you looked it up? And I have.
I have to give you a Pinocchio pointedly because you had this on last year's Munch Madness 2024 in the second Goop stage with guest Lamar Woods.
Why did you call me on it, man? What the
Man,
hell?
I remember that, man. I was sad. I was like, yo, he lying right now. I was in my head like, man, I can't call him out. That's my man right there. I already called him out for his stance on DEI.
Thank you, my friend, for not calling it out. You know what, then? It was completely new to me today because it was so good. They did a great job with it today.
I remember us liking it.
Yeah.
Not a menu item that I would get with any regularity. I'm kind of locked into what I get.
The
from Taco
BB5
Bell.
layer I like, though I do like the rice in there too. So maybe I'll add rice to the BB5 layer.
The rice is good in there.
Yeah, the
rice
rice
is
is
right,
good.
Carl. Like, I like that
Their
shit.
rice is good.
Yeah. Well, he's
I'm
thinking.
torn
He's
on
thinking
rice and
over there.
burritos generally. Like,
Really?
Really?
sometimes
Oh,
I feel like it
interesting.
adds too much starch, you know? But then there's other times I was like, oh, wait, this is nice. I like, you know, it just,
Right.
it's situational.
I'm deviating for a second.
Please.
Like a septum. You have you eaten like a burrito at Cactus?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And
Oh, my
we can
favorite.
still talk about it because
I
it
just
is
had
a
one
change.
yesterday.
Yeah.
That you don't like the rice in those burritos?
No, I do like the rice in that burrito, but it just depends. I feel like sometimes what can happen is what and I don't think this is exactly what you were saying, but like what can happen with like a fast food burrito is it's just got too much rice in it, you know?
Yeah.
And
Jemmy's doing a little dog scanners thing. Her face is like twitching around. See that?
Get some
She's
REM
getting-
sleep?
She's getting some REM
how
sleep
about
there.
that?
Oh, life is bigger.
Probably dreaming of a big bone, is my guess.
I was at summer camp, and this kid was insisting that that REM song was not. I think I thought I saw you cry. He's like, the lyrics are actually, I think I thought I saw you scry. I was like,
Scry?
scry? He's like,
He
it's
chose
true.
a fake word.
He said scry. And then it was one of those things. It was like no one had a phone, you know. I mean, there's no way to look this up. So it's just like we're just telling this kid that he was wrong. He's like, nope, look it up. Like it was like it's in the lyrics. I was like, oh, scry.
How will we look it up? How did you look it up? It's 1988.
Harvey, let's get out of here.
One day you're gonna work at Disneyland.
I mean, scry might be a word, but I don't think it would make any sense in that context.
SCRY. I'm looking up scry right now. Scry fall magic. Scry refers to the act of divining or fortune telling by gazing into a medium like a crystal ball or mirror to seek visions or messages about the future or hidden knowledge.
Oh yeah, of course. It's a Magic the Gathering.
Scry
keyword.
is.
I should have known that.
Foretell the future. Scry.
So he thinks he thought he saw someone looking into the future?
Losing-
Okay, maybe.
I'm looking
What
up
if that guy's
my-
right?
I'm looking it up right now.
You know?
Lyrics.
Maybe this kid was right.
Wow.
Be an incredible thing to
life
learn.
is big. It's bigger than you, and you are not me. All right, hold on.
Are you in Rap Genius? Where are you?
That's I'm on
Rim Genius.
Losing my wait, where the fuck is it? I thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you scry.
Is it really scry?
No, it's try.
Wait, is it try?
It's try. Yeah. Oh wait, but there's a second part.
Try or it's cry?
Did they say it's try?
Oh, it's try. Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought it was cry.
Oh, so you fucking little idiots were wrong
So
too.
scry kind of sounds like try.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. Scry, try.
If you like
scry,
chewing,
try.
if that song came out in 87? What year did that
Something
song
like
come
that.
out?
That's a good
1990?
call. I think that you're pretty close here.
87?
Let me see here. 1991.
91. Okay, so 91, you're probably eating a bag of Big League Chew.
Sure.
While he's Michael Stipe, is that his name?
Michael
Yeah.
Stipe, yeah.
He's probably eating a bag of Big League Chew.
Michael Stipe is eating the bag of Big League Chew.
He's eating fruit. He's eating fruit stripe gum.
Oh yeah.
The zebra.
Oh, man,
the
I
zebra
remember
gum.
I feel like Big League Chew is a much tastier gum.
Yeah, that fruit stripe fruit or whatever it was called lost flavor.
It didn't last
10
that
seconds.
long, yeah.
I'd have a big wad of Big League Chew in my mouth during baseball when you know what I mean, when you were playing baseball. I'd get it like it was chewing tobacco. Even though it
I
wasn't.
coveted Big League Chew, and I don't think I was allowed to have it because it was like it looked
you're
like
in
chewing
band?
tobacco.
Oh,
Right.
And so that was the whole reason they did it. And then it's just like so kids could feel like they were in the major leagues chewing,
right.
you know, chaw. But
Your parents wouldn't let you have it?
I don't remember. I don't think they did. Yeah, I think I had it because like other kids had it, but I don't remember.
George Carey, come on, what the hell?
We would pack a lip of it back in the
With
day.
the
Yeah.
gun.
And parents would be like, "Don't do that. You chew it."
Right.
Like you don't like they would kind of regulate that.
I heard that it's Big League Zins now. There's just a little pouch that and it got the Big League flavor, but it's just a little pouch of a Zin.
Man. Can I share a Zen story?
Please.
I would love to
Also,
hear a Zin
let
story.
someone tell me what a Zin is.
Yeah.
It's a little
you said that
nicotine
earlier.
pack.
I didn't know what
Okay.
you meant.
Yeah, it's a little nicotine pack. It's what people trying not to smoke. They pop a Zen.
Got it.
Zins are like if you had having a lip in, now you have a Zin in.
Yeah.
People have Zins. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes you could do an upper decker where you put one down and one up.
Okay.
Yeah. But they give you a buzz. And so the other night, I was celebrating my homecoming with some libations with friends. And I popped a Zen at an after hour spot at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And the first
do you have to spit Zin out too? Just like chew
you
tobacco?
don't.
Oh, you don't.
You can just kind of leave it there. But the first 5 minutes of this were like almost euphoric. And I was like, well, there it goes. I'm addicted now. Not necessarily. I don't have an addictive personality. But I popped it in and then like immediately I got so nauseous. Like it turned so quick.
Oh,
Wow.
And I threw up in the club.
Oh, no.
my God.
Wow.
But not in front of the gals.
Sure.
I walked out.
Damn,
I was headed toward the door because I literally like I got so dizzy. My body just started like thumping in a weird way. Like I felt my heartbeat, you know, and it threw out my whole body. And I was like, I gotta go. And I walked out. And as I was walking out, I just hit the wall with a little blap.
Why'd you
And
do
kept it
that?
going.
What made you want to do that?
I couldn't hold it.
No, I mean, what made you want to use the Zen?
Oh, because
Why you throw up for?
my body rejected the Zen. My body rejected the nicotine.
You don't smoke. I mean, why would you just want to try it out?
Yeah,
Get the
just
buzz?
see what was going
It's
on.
funny that you thought he was asking about why you threw up. Lamar to like a little kid. Why'd you do that? Why'd you throw
Why
up?
would you throw up like that?
You were still physically
thing.
in the club, or did you make it outside?
I was in the club.
Oh man.
Sorry to whoever
rough.
had to clean that up. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah, sure.
It wasn't a lot. It was a quick hitter.
That's the first time I ever threw up from drinking. Is I had chewing tobacco on my lip, and then I was
And
drinking.
You weren't
Oh my
spitting.
goodness.
and I was spitting, but I was also drinking and smoking
Yeah,
weed. and
Yeah.
all
That's
this
why I
crazy
never do
stuff.
it from the Sandlot thing. Like
Oh,
it made
yeah.
me never want to do that.
Oh yeah, it will make you barf.
It'll make you throw up.
But the big
Things
leagues.
that make you go back.
I used to like smoking cigarettes while I was drinking. Like that was like so like that was a blast. But I never have done any sort of chewing tobacco. I've never done anything like that, any dip or anything.
what were you smoking then?
Parliaments.
Parliaments. Okay, I like it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was fun. A lot of fun.
I can see you smoking Virginia Slims.
My mom, you know what? My mom smoked Virginia Slims. I was certainly tempted to steal one, but I never did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd try them.
You don't have to. I mean, we'll do a cigarette episode soon.
Cigarettes are back.
Cigarettes. All right, maybe it happens tonight. We're hitting Tam after this.
I am doing another Zen tonight. Me and Casey.
We're all barfing the Tam machine tonight.
All throw up together. Oh, that's why you threw up.
I might be a wine mom and get a glasses in.
Oh, my God.
Zen with you.
On St. Patty's Day,
I'll get
we'll get you a green Zinfandel.
Oh, is that the What, Mitch? What's your most was that your most embarrassing puke? Because I have a couple that come to mind. What? I'll tell mine real quick.
I mean, that was one of the, and they were like pouring milk on me. They were like trying to be like, wake up, you know what I mean? It wasn't working.
With milk?
Yeah, they were like, drink milk, and I was drinking it and being like, just throwing it up again.
My most embarrassing puke is definitely in Cleveland with Emma.
Oh yeah, I remember that night well. We never talked about it on the show, have we? Or have
You were the most gentlemanly puker I've ever met.
I was so embarrassed.
Excuse me,
You
ma'am.
were
I must
so polite.
throw up.
No, he was like, we were in the Uber and you were like, sir, would you mind pulling over? And he pulled over and Carl just opened the door and yacked all over the sidewalk and sat up and was like, all right, I'm good now.
There was a guy from the
So
comedy.
polite.
There was a guy from the comedy world, and we talk about this all the time, Carl. And you were yelling, "This man taught me everything I know." You're yelling it at his sketch students.
We can say who it is.
Yeah.
Michael Bush.
It was Michael
Our buddy
Bush.
Michael
I just
Bush.
was trying not to include him.
It's the man right here.
I was trying to get him
Oh, yeah,
laid.
you
You
Please.
gassed him up. It was
I was
great.
gassing him up. There's a lot of Doughboys fans there. I was like, this man taught me everything I know.
That's a beautiful thing.
It was the thing where Walker and I was like, I didn't know they knew each other. We had no idea that you two knew each other.
Yeah, we know each other.
That was fun seeing Bush out there.
It was. I mean, look. We went to we went to a tiki bar and we got.
They had those.
So-
Carl and I were drinking these tiki drinks that they had. They were like, doesn't matter who you are, 2 maximum per person, and then you are cut off. No
You're cut
other
off.
drinks. You're cut
Yeah.
off after 2.
Yeah.
And we had already been drinking at the show. And then Carl and I each had 2 of those.
Yeah, we had 2, and we were like,
very
this should be fine. This will keep us keep us
just
right
2.
all night.
Yeah.
Just 2, and we both had 2, and man, let me tell you,
Was
is
it your old roommate, your friend from
my college roommate, shout out Jamal Akil was there.
right, Jamal,
my college roommate was there. He lives in LA now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but he was there. It was a joyous night.
I had a
We had
lovely
a
conversation
really
with
fun-
Jamal.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
We had a great show in Cleveland.
Yeah.
We talked about Swenson's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That fried
Swenson's
bologna
Drive-In.
sandwich. Remember the fried bologna
real
sandwich?
good.
Come on, man. That was good as hell.
Still follow them on Instagram. I get updates on Swenson's all the time. I liked Swenson's quite a bit.
Yeah.
I puked once in 7th grade, and it was one of those things just out of nowhere where I was just like sitting in class. I was like, I feel sick. And then I ran outside like during class and I tried to make it to the bathroom. And I was just like, it's not happening. I just started like fucking puking in the hallway. I felt so bad. I was like, I'm going to be the kid leaving the pile of puke that like its janitor put sawdust on
Sawdust,
top.
yeah.
I was like, I knew I was that kid at that moment. But while I was puking, I heard a kid in the classroom behind me, my friend, go, yeah, Weiger.
I puked. I told you I puked when I auditioned for a thing that was making me nervous.
Oh yeah.
And I had taken the shot, and I never have thrown up from having nerves before. And then I barfed in the shower. But when I did in college, when I did a 6-beer funnel, and I got it down.
That's
I told this
wild.
before. I got
Yeah.
6 beers down. And then I was like, I got it. It's cool. It's fine. And then I remember puking. It was cold coming back out of my body.
Damn.
I puked it all out.
My other one that comes to mind, this is when I was in college, and it was one of those ones where it's just like you just don't know. You don't know drinking as well, so like it was very easy to overindulge when I was at that age, and like I started drinking. I was like 16, 17, and then just like for those first few years, you're just fucking dumb, and it's so easy to just like have a couple shots of 151 or like have like 7 beers on an empty stomach, and then all of a sudden you just are completely shit faced. So I was just like plastered to the point where people were like, hey, we gotta get this guy out of here. So I was leaving the party with this girl that I'd been talking to that I liked, that we'd been friends. And we're leaving this party, we're walking out of it, and we're holding hands. And we're she's like walking me out to just kind of see me off or whatever. We get to a certain point. I was like, oh, see you later. Like give her a hug, good night or whatever. Walk away. I take like 4 steps, make eye contact with a frat dude driving a car, and then immediately like puke out the side of my mouth.
That shit is hilarious.
And then the guy, I just remember him like being like looking at me like in his car and just going,
Yeah, puking in front of girls is the worst.
Yeah, it's horrible.
You think?
You ever done that? I did. I had these two girls. We were in high school, and my friend had met these girls from a private school, and they were coming over to hang with us. And right before they came, I did a gravity bong.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, they're not here yet. I'm gonna just get this in real quick. And they walked right in, right when I was choking off the gravity bong and threw up everywhere, like all
Oh my
over the
God.
city, right in front of them. Yeah, it didn't go well after that. But
Rough stuff.
That's I was petting Irma the other night, and she went over and she barfed. So she maybe was nervous. You know what I mean? Maybe maybe Irma has a crush on me. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh my God.
Maybe she has a callback for big audition.
She might. Who knows? There's a lot of stuff for cats.
Garfield's love interest.
When Jemmy barfs, which is not that often, she gets this crazy, I call it her Joker smile. Her little lips pull all the way back,
Yeah.
and she looks like she has this like cartoonish smile on. And you'll be like, "What is that face?" Then she just barfs.
That's cute as hell.
That's adorable as fuck.
I've never done an embarrassing barf in front of just in front of friends, but like never nothing. I haven't barfed on my. I haven't held the girl's hand and then barfed like you. You know what I mean? I've never done anything like that. Nothing embarrassing like that.
Okay, are we covered with Taco Bell? Is there anything else we need to say? I mean, I feel like the Caliente chicken was,
not the best product they've ever come out with.
I think that just the protein, the sauce and the protein. I was trying to get some context on what the Caliente sauce, what the components actually are. Some people are saying there's some chile de arbol in there. How the Taco Bell themselves says that they're red jalapenos. I don't really know. I just know that the flavor profile does not line up with the other components that are in the burrito
Agreed.
and the taco. Whether you use nicotine to enhance focus, boost your energy, or relax, there's a Lucy perfect for you. 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco-free. Lucy Breakers are nicotine pouches with an extra surprise. Each pouch holds a capsule that can be broken open to release extra flavor and hydration. Lucy pouches pack up to 12 milligrams nicotine. They're sure to satisfy even the most demanding nicotine routines. Set yourself up with a subscription and have Lucy delivered straight to your door. Me, when it comes to flavors, well, mint, mango, berry citrus, apple cider, apple ice, espresso, they're all good. But I think I got to go with the mango. And as far as strength goes, there's a 2, 4, 6, 8, and 12 milligrams, but the 2 milligrams all I need. And when do I throw in my Lucy? Hey, whenever the mood strikes. Let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/doughboys and use promo code doughboys to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co. You can use code doughboys to get 20% off. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Let's go to Wendy's. So Wendy's, the spicy chicken sandwich is usually my go-to. Mitch, that was your initial order, but you did an audible.
I saw what you ordered,
you
and
got
I changed
what I
it.
did, which was I was like, I'm gonna stick with the spicy chicken mirror match, and I'm also gonna stick with another limited time offering, the Ghost Pepper Ranch Chicken Sandwich, which is, I'll read the description here. Our legendary spicy chicken filet, so it is the same protein, but now a whole lot hotter with 3 layers of ghost pepper heat, including a ghost pepper seasoned fried onions, ghost pepper American cheese, and ghost pepper ranch lettuce and tomatoes. Don't be chicken, eat it.
Damn.
First off, not particularly spicy. Like, did you find it spicy?
No,
it's not spicy really at all. For
I
something
mean the flavor was good,
but if you're saying ghost pepper, like it's
Yeah,
like
they
it's
making it seem like it's a
They
challenge.
just
or
never
Exactly,
do.
yeah.
They never.
They just
do.
never
it just
do
never
it.
happens.
and it's a bummer because you want it to have some actual heat.
Can I say one thing?
Please.
I was eating and I was taking bites of 2 different things, and I don't know where it came from, so I can't say it. But there was a little tiny bone in my mouth.
Really?
It's from the chicken.
Is it from the chicken? But it could be from the beef too. The ground beef.
I have never
How big
gotten
was
a
the
bone
bone?
in my beef.
It was a little tiny. It was a little
You ever
tiny
found a bone in your beef?
It was a little tiny. It was a little tiny bone. Little tiny bone.
That's my stand-up joke. You ever find a bone in your beef?
Would kill.
Yeah.
We tried that on a
Yes,
live show.
yes,
Just
I've
fucking
had.
dead silence. You ever find a bone in your beef?
I relate to that.
Feedback. But I found a little tiny bone in my beef.
Yeah.
Or not my beef. In
One
something.
of the things.
In something. In either the chicken or, and I don't
I've
know what
never
it was.
experienced that
And
with
I
chicken
would
sandwich.
it would weigh on this ruling, and I'm not sure what
Interesting.
it was. Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't place which chain it even.
I don't
came
know
from.
I don't know who the bone belongs to. I don't know if it's a bone. Maybe I had him. Maybe it was a bone I had before. I have no idea.
Did you let Jemmy near your food?
I did not let Jimmy near my phone, my food or my phone or anything like that. She was not near any of this stuff.
Jimmy is like, let me go through your phone. Who you texting?
Who's this dog?
Yeah.
Who's called a pound?
You text me. Why this dog in your DMs?
Here's what I'll say. It did not need the fried onions. The fried onions, I feel like, were ungapachka. I thought they tasted really like just something out of a can. Like I really didn't like them.
Oh no!
But the actual chicken itself is so good,
It's
and I
good.
thought it was a really well executed sandwich. Other than that,
Yeah.
I didn't really get any heat from the ghost pepper American cheese. Also, ghost pepper American cheese,
I'm kind of on board.
I don't know. It's interesting.
I'm a
I
big
thought the
American
sandwich
cheese.
wasn't bad. I thought when I was eating I finished that sandwich.
No, I thought the cheese. I mean, I thought it's just a. I'm just surprised they
You
didn't go with
just aren't
Jack.
happy with any of these hot sandwiches. You're a heat seeker, and none of it does it for you. That's the issue.
It could go a little bit.
Panties, bras.
Men's bras, men's panties.
We just put them on. They're comfortable.
Depends.
My tits look great.
But I did think this was a really well executed sandwich. Now, would I rather have just had a spicy chicken sandwich? Yes. I
Sure.
feel like this is an addition by subtraction situation where the original is so good that I think if I had that same one at that same level of execution, I would have been like the base sandwich rather at that same level of execution. I would have been happier. But I still thought this was a really satisfying sandwich. And if I got like this is a combo with like fries or a baked potato and an iced tea or whatever,
Right.
I'd be very happy with that lunch. I also got some nuggets. I got these the 6-piece spicy chicken nugs with a buttermilk ranch dipping sauce. Man, these nuggets were real good.
I had a bite.
Really
Amelia
The
gave
nuggets
me.
always hit.
really
at Wendy's.
hitting.
Every time. Every
So
time.
good.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing Trump hands. Every time. Every time. Every time the Nuggets are going to hit.
Trump needs to eat. It's only McDonald's with him. We need to see his Wendy's order.
Yeah.
He does
Yeah.
KFC, but yeah, I don't know what else beyond that. It's like I haven't seen him. Yeah, I'd be interested in what he gets from Wendy's. I'm sure he's had it.
No more Tesla stuff. Let's see what Wendy's.
Tesla. We love
Everything's
Tesla.
computer. That was his new
Everything's
thing.
computer. We love Tesla. Tesla we love.
You're gonna get mad at this. I didn't tell you, but there were 2 items from Taco Bell, and Amelia went to a different Taco Bell to get them for me.
Wow.
On the same trip, to
Okay.
be clear. She changed. I told you not to do it, right? Can you back me up here?
Yeah. Mitch said, don't do it. He said, do what's most convenient for me. And it was the same distance, so I was just like, yeah, I'll go to a different one.
I'm not mad.
But the 2 items were the mini sliders and the strawberry icy.
Two things you just wanted.
2 things I just wanted. And I didn't want you to know because you will get mad at me.
No, it's fine.
But they were worth trying. They don't count. But I said this in the break room to Amelia right before I came in. This is the hardest decision I've ever made in my life. I really don't know. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, to choose between these 2 right now.
Wow.
What did you guys get for chicken from Wendy's? What was your guys' orders?
I got the original chicken sandwich.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, the classic one.
We've talked about
Yeah.
this before on the podcast, but you used to like the spicy chicken sandwich, and then
Yes.
you're like we're all aging, and you reach a certain point, and you're just not digesting spicy foods as well. as you
Yeah,
used
it's
to.
not happening, and which I love. I still miss it, man. I actually was thinking about
Doesn't that
it.
make you feel better that yours is dunking and ours is we can't eat the spicy chicken sandwich anymore?
I wish I could dunk like I used to. But, yeah, man. But I was thinking about it. I'm not sure. I hope I'm not lying when I say this, but like, I don't think I've ever had. I think I've only gotten a spicy chicken sandwich.
Sure.
So because I'm always like, get the spicy.
Mhm.
So I think this might have. I was like, let me try the original joint, and it was fucking good, man. It was like, I guess I could have been eating that.
It looked good. It did
Yeah,
look.
it was just thick. Their meat is so thick in there.
Right.
Like you bite into it, it's just juicy, feels good. Oh my god.
No, that chicken, that chicken patty is really satisfying. It's really well breaded.
Yeah.
It's like it's like hot and like
I'm telling you. I mean,
juicy.
people are confused by our love of the spicy chicken sandwich. I'm like,
it's a great sandwich.
It's a great sandwich.
Yeah.
There are genuinely. I go to Wendy's to get the spicy chicken sandwich more than I go to Popeyes to get their chicken sandwich. I know that there's
I do
Wendy's
that
is more
too, though.
convenient.
It's maybe because it's closer, but
Yeah.
you know it's weird that original chicken sandwich. I don't mean this in a bad way. It reminds me of the chicken sandwich and cafeteria food, like in high school. Like I don't know, it just tastes like home or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Mustard.
I should have got a chicken sandwich. I do like Wendy's chicken sandwich, kind of. I'm a bigger fan of the junior bacon cheeseburger.
Oh yeah,
and
sure.
Because I had to get something chicken, I didn't do that. But are you a mayo on a burger fan?
Oh yeah, big time.
He's a mayo on every. He eats spoonfuls of it. This guy.
True.
My burger sauce topping is just ketchup and mayo.
Wow.
I like that.
I don't even do mustard except at McDonald's.
Yeah.
On a cheeseburger, you gotta have. I don't do any mayo at McDonald's, but
I don't know if it's still in Brooklyn, but there's a place. There's a place Natalie and I used to go to get a burger that was it was called Diner. It was in Williamsburg, and they had a house mayo they made that you could get on the burger. It was like a $2 upcharge because it was like they made it there, but it was so fucking good. It was like the best mayo I ever had, and it was a really
like
well
Daniel Stern in there, and like it's the movie Diner. I'm making a reference to that no one even fucking knows.
No, I didn't know what you're talking about.
I didn't even remember the rest of the cast of Diner.
I know Daniel Stern is in it, right?
Yeah.
It's like Harvey
W?
Is Harvey W in it?
Harvey W produced it?
Yeah.
I saw that movie.
Yeah,
that was like
that
Barry
movie.
Levinson's first movie or something.
is,
Like I
yeah.
saw that movie once, like 25 years ago.
This is a New York City place called Diner?
Yeah, it's just called Diner. I mean, I don't know if it still exists. This is the place we went to more than a decade ago, but a number of
Oh
times.
snap! Let me see.
1982 Diner. This is the. That's
No, I mean
poster.
is the place that you went to in New
Oh,
York?
let me find it.
Yeah.
Let me run to the cast real quick. Steve Guttenberg,
Goots.
Daniel Stern,
Stern.
Mickey Rourke, Kevin
Rourke,
Bacon.
That's what I was trying to think of.
And Timothy Daly are the principal male characters.
Loaded.
Yeah.
Loaded cast.
Loaded baked potato right
Like
there.
Diner in South Williamsburg is still open.
No,
It
yeah.
is?
I was gonna say. I think I saw like one of those YouTube things where it's like a chef thing.
Yeah.
And I think this really dope chef took over it.
Oh wow.
And they do like it's just fucking like good. I want to go.
Maybe I'll check it out when I'm back out there.
I really like that spot. Yeah, it's got kind of a great atmosphere.
Nick and I are talking about going to New York City in early May. We're gonna hang with
Come on.
We're gonna go and hang with you. That's the plan, right?
Let's
Wags?
go to Diner.
I mean, hey, like if we can sort it out, I love New York City. City that never sleeps, and I love.
It's sleeping now. It is. It's sleeping now. I'm telling you, the 4 a.m. bar.
Yeah.
There are still 4 a.m. bars. I'm not gonna because people will jump down my throat about saying this, but a lot of places close at 2 now since the pandemic.
Really?
Yeah.
Even
I think,
bodegas,
yeah.
even some bodegas close.
Wow.
Like, and so the city never it's gotten a little sleepy since after the pandemic.
One thing I love about New York City is the public transit. I know you're a guy who likes to drive. And I imagine you don't have a
Something
car.
inside you.
I imagine you don't have a car in the city.
Huh?
I imagine you don't have a car in the city.
I do not have a car in
Yeah.
the city, and it kills me.
How are you getting around?
The fucking train.
Yeah, man.
He loves it.
I do
Yeah, you
love
like it here too.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up taking it here.
Sure.
That's what makes me hate it.
Right.
You know what can I say my favorite thing about New York City?
Yeah.
Lady Liberty, that beautiful broad who represents freedom, Wags.
I love that beautiful
I love that
broad.
beautiful broad.
see that,
Those curves she's got.
Oh, imagine what's underneath those robes.
Oh my God.
I've tried.
My favorite lady in New York City is the gray lady because I'm an intellectual. The New York Times. The Times, have you heard of it?
Oh, I've heard of it, all right.
Lamar's favorite lady is Hoda Kotb.
What up, Hoda? Peace, Hoda.
I like Hoda.
Hoda's cool.
Yeah, I mean, they do still have the grass-fed and finished burger there on that menu. So I'm looking at the diner menu right now. So I imagine it's the same. Yeah, good spot. Potato roll.
Let's go there when I come back next week.
Y'all like a potato roll?
You guys got to go to Katz, too. Katz is I know it's like a big touristy spot, but you like a pastrami sandwich?
Where's that at? In what part of the city? Manhattan?
It's in Manhattan, but I don't know where exactly.
Yeah.
Lower East Side, maybe?
Lower East Side, East Village, somewhere over there.
Mm.
I will say this,
Yeah.
and this will get a lot of heads turning real fast. This is gonna cause some people driving their cars right now. Pull over to the side when I say this,
Let's check.
so you don't crash.
Okay.
Pastrami on rye is not my jam.
Really?
See,
That's fucking hurt my neck.
I also turned my head.
see.
I
but
do
like Johnny Pastrami,
Yeah.
that's my shit.
Well, okay, that's pastrami on a roll. I prefer it on a roll.
Pastrami on a roll with
That's
a lot of
fun.
mustard. Mustard.
I do
That's
like
my
it.
shit.
I do like
Rye,
pastrami
yeah.
on rye,
That's
but it's
my
got to be
shit.
like good rye. A lot of times I feel like you're getting like some store bought rye. It's like, get this out of here.
Right.
What are we doing?
Rye bread's not for me, man. Not like it's I don't like the seeds.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you see DJ Mustard and Sneaks? Do you guys see the trailer for Sneaks?
No.
It's about sneakers that get
Yeah.
separated in New York City.
Wait, is this the animated
Anthony
movie?
Mackie's in it. Yeah, it's the animated
trailer's been
movie.
circulated?
Yeah. DJ Mustard's in it.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
It's a talking shoe movie.
It's a talking shoe movie.
Really?
Mackie is one of the
Okay.
shoes. Yeah. And then like the
Wow.
shoes get separated. And Mustard is in it, I guess. DJ Mustard's just in it.
Is there like a hippie who's a Birkenstock? They probably do that sorts of jokes.
There's
right?
got to
Yeah.
be something like
Yeah.
that.
Maybe
How
like
did
a
you not
real-
punch up this movie.
A real prissy high heel, you know.
Yeah.
We gotta get you back. We gotta get you. We gotta get you working. We gotta end this show somehow. We gotta get you in a room somewhere. We gotta get this guy
Oh,
working
man.
Get him
somewhere. For
working.
God's
Great.
sakes.
You're Doc Martin that's like, I'm gonna shave my eyebrows.
We gotta get you to, because you can do it on the roll at Cats.
Okay.
You don't.
Maybe
you
I'll
don't
try
gotta
it
do, You
out.
don't gotta do it on rye. Yeah, it's great. I
Do you
love
like-
Cats.
Do you like a Lingers out here, or is that the same sort of issue?
It's the same sort of issue.
Yeah.
I prefer Johnny Pastrami.
Yeah, I like Johnny Pastrami.
That cold pastrami, like kind of thick cut. It's just not something I really grew
Sure.
up eating, and so it's not really my thing. I don't shit on it. I don't say like it's nasty, but
Yeah,
it's just like
not for
it's
you.
just not for me.
We're gonna get you a corned beef sandwich tonight. Hopefully gray. We'll see what they got there.
Yeah.
I'll tell them to
Hopefully
brand
it's
up.
still
either.
yeah.
Corned beef.
You never had a corned beef sandwich?
Nah.
Oh my God! Oh, this is gonna be great. We're gonna have a good night.
The way I like sandwiches to be is not conducive with New York. New York is not big on condiments on your sandwich. They're just like the meats and like,
Sure.
Italian subs. If you ask for mayonnaise, they're like,
Oh, yeah, they'll get mad at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was wild that they put ketchup and at the bodega in New York. They put ketchup and hot sauce on the breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
I never done that before. I loved it.
Like the
though.
bacon, egg, and cheese. They put
Yeah,
ketchup and hot
yeah.
sauce. Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that shit was so good. I loved it.
Well, look. Sadly for LA, the late night spots we have are the two of the people we're talking about today. Wendy's. Two of the restaurants we're talking about today. Wendy's and Taco Bell. As far as late night eats wise, we've talked about.
I mean,
this.
there are people involved here, Mitch. Wendy's, of course, named for Dave Thomas's daughter, and then of Glenn Bell, the namesake of Taco Bell, who
That's right.
stole his all of his recipes from a Mexican restaurant. across the
Meat
street.
La Cafe.
Yeah.
San Bernardino.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, come on now. Okay, you got to know your history. Jesus Christ was black. I got the nuggets.
Yes. What'd you think?
I loved them. Every single one of them.
What's your normal dipping sauce? Because this is always a thing with me. If I'm eating regular nugs, I could do barbecue, I could do sweet and sour, I could do honey mustard. But spicy nuggets, I was like, I feel like I can only do ranch. Really.
You got to do ranch,
Yeah.
or they used to have a ghost pepper ranch.
Oh,
or
right,
ghost,
yes.
Oh, right,
Their
yeah,
ghost
yeah,
pepper,
yeah.
so it make it even spicier.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of that because I did not request it from Amelia. I was the whole day. I was hoping that she would just get some anyway. But that's not on you. That's on me because I didn't request it. But I'm like, she'll do it. She know what's up. She knows she gonna get all the sauce.
But it is a little bit of a failure on her part that she didn't.
But the ranch did just fine with the nuggets.
Yeah.
And I also will do honey mustard with those spicy nugs too.
Oh, that's fun.
Wendy's honey mustard is very good.
It's
Yeah,
good.
you
Yeah.
like it.
Wendy's honey mustard is better than McDonald's honey mustard. But McDonald's sweet and sour is better than
Oh,
Wendy's.
yeah, we were
sweet
gonna
and sour.
talk. Let's talk about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
sweet and sour at Wendy's is not hit the same.
No, it's not as good.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing differently? I don't
Sweet and sour
understand.
sauce at McDonald's, you can drink it in a cup.
Yeah.
What's
It's
tricky?
so good.
What gets tricky for me is the Chick-fil-A sauces because they have so many, and I feel like some the Polynesian sauce. I was like, this is sometimes I really like it, but other times like this is way too sweet. But their Chick-fil-A sauce, like I love, and then like KFC attempted a Chick-fil-A sauce simulacrum called I can't remember what it's called now. They also have a Raisin Cane's like sauce called Comeback Sauce, which is not at all like work. The KFC's Raisin Cane sauce isn't working, but like there's I feel like almost too many options at Chick-fil-A that I kind of get analysis paralysis. Do y'all like Raisin Cane's?
Love it.
Yeah.
The sauce is boss and the chicken is kicking.
Yeah.
That's what they say when you pull up to them.
I like it. Yeah, I just haven't had it a lot, but I should go back.
They just put one near my place, and
oh, did they really?
I have to like stop myself.
Yeah.
They just put 2 places near me. People act like you can't walk
right
in Los Angeles. And I may be telling where I live right now. I'm not telling you my exact address.
I just got an idea of where you're at right, from you saying this.
I'm not telling you my exact address.
We'll bleep that.
But right near me is a Randy's Donuts.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Jersey Mike's. A Round Table Pizza.
Wow.
Raisin Cane's. Firehouse Subs.
Wow.
Habit Burger. I'm telling them exactly where I live. People are gonna find exactly where I'm at.
There's gonna be a lot of chubby flannel guys around that area.
I know. And you probably, if you see me in the wild, it's always cool. But I never like. I mean, I see people all the time.
Sure.
Especially like, but it in that area is very walkable. It's a lot of good places.
Yeah.
A lot of good places to eat. What were we talking about before?
Well, you can find walkable neighborhoods in LA. But what you were, I think where we were coming from is I teed up like, what do you think about Raisin Cane?
Oh yeah. They just put a Cane's right there. Cane's is good. I like it, man. They make it fresh.
Yeah.
Fries are always pretty good. The sauce is great. I am a slaw guy. I do get an extra piece of Texas toast. But I do like the slaw. You got to make yourself a little like half sandwich. Like take the Texas toast, put a layer of slaw on there, put a tender on there, and some sauce, and you fold it up like a little hot dog.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that.
Now
look, would Cane's and would Chick-fil-A, even though they're eliminated, and would Popeyes make the chicken tournament? Probably. I mean, like
Mitch, this is what I'm gonna say. When we did the chicken tournament, Popeyes chicken did not have the chicken sandwich. Raising Cane's was not out here yet. I don't even know if it existed back in Baton Rouge at that point. It's a pretty new chain.
What year?
2017.
Yeah, it was around.
It was still around
because I used to eat it in Vegas in 2008.
Oh, okay. So it's been around for a while.
Yeah.
So Raisin Cane's wasn't out here, and then Mitch, there's also places like BBQ Chicken, the Korean chain, and then Bonchon, which got 6 forks.
That's right.
I feel like there's a lot more. We could relitigate the chicken tournament and have a completely different victor, but that's not what we're doing.
Kyochon too. You know what? I think y'all got to do a separate Korean chicken episode.
Man, I'd love to do that.
Because first time I ever had Korean chicken, you know who put me on it?
Who's that?
This man right here.
Wow.
Took me to Kyochon and Koreatown.
Kyochon's great.
And I was skeptical because I'm a patriot.
Yeah, sure.
And I was like,
that's
wait a minute.
I know you love this country, Carl.
What
but
you got me eating,
show you
man?
something different.
Especially with fried chicken. I'm like, bro, what you got me eating?
Man,
and I took a bite and I was like,
just trust me. You know what I'm saying?
Cha-ching.
Real quick on the sauce thing. I did put some of the fire sauce from Taco Bell on my original chicken sandwich.
That's crazy.
That shit was hitting.
Wow.
It was.
I was almost like in complete disqualification here, but it's okay. It's fine. By the way, Jack Allison gave me an update. They're similar to Alex Max. I said this. I said, did your dad do the effects for the Capri Sun ads that are similar to Alex Mack? Nah. I wonder which came first. I think Alex Mack. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird period of time. Lots of kids material featuring like T1000 living liquid metal, which is true.
That's true. Yeah.
And then he said, "Happy St. Patrick's Day." So we did not.
That's nice of him.
We
I
did
that's
not.
connected to Terminator or something.
What's that?
Like that, all that liquid stuff.
It was right around.
I think so. I think it was all
Terminator
derivative of
time.
that
Was
effect.
the Terminator the first? Was that the first liquid metal?
Because I remember when the Matrix was out. Like I knew a guy who was in a Clorox ad like a couple years after the Matrix, and he did the Matrix like bullet time thing, like just in like a bleach commercial.
Oh, wow.
So like they just like the ad agencies just imitate whatever's in pop culture. All right, we should get to our finalist here. We should decide who's going to the championship.
Oh my God!
The ultimate winner of the tournament, as specified by Jess McKenna, will be sent to the first organism to crawl out of the sea, who also looked like Billy Crystal, to determine whether they evolved to live on land or instead return to the ocean to build a Pandora-esque aquatic paradise of merpeople. In other words, turn our dystopian Earth into a utopian mirth. And the winner of this matchup will advance to the MMX Championship, which will be live streamed again Wednesday, March 26th.
That whole mirth bullshit, they weren't even, they just didn't even bat an eye.
On a Biggie-size pay-per-chew event. So everyone will write down who they think wins, Wendy's or Taco Bell in this individual matchup, and then we'll count down from 3 to 1 and reveal our winner in unison. Mitch, you were saying earlier, I feel like you didn't get to land the plane on this thought, and I know you're writing down your answer, but like you said this was the toughest decision you've ever had to make. Is it that in the Tournament of Champions? Is that in the history of this event?
I meant in my life.
In your life?
Well,
wow.
I think, I mean, like, come on, what decisions have I had to make, in my life that are that hard?
Yes.
And I think, I mean, specifically for Tournament of Champions, yes.
Testify against Diddy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
Because that could potentially incriminate
We'll
you.
see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I think I probably will back out when I have to, when hey, this goes for all you guys too. I got my boys back no matter what. So if anything bad goes down, I got your backs. For two chains that I do love, Wags, and I said that Taco Bell is maybe my favorite restaurant at one point. Am I showing my answer to the camera over here? No. I said that Taco Bell is maybe my favorite restaurant at one point. Wendy's really for so long, but I'm judging on what I got today. So
everyone can apply their own criteria. I mean, you can judge it based off of today. You can judge it based off of a lifetime of consumption. I'm kind of, integrating both, but like I think today's was pretty instructive. And I will say, as I finalize my answer here,
what the fuck
Mitch,
are you writing over there?
We had we recently with our buddy Jason Sheridan behind the paywall, we did a chain rescue episode for Wendy's.
That's right.
And it's interesting that perhaps that was because we did it. We were like, Wendy's is flailing. Wendy's needs some help. What support can we offer it? I'm not saying we deserve credit for it, but perhaps that was the kick in the pants they needed because Wendy's has been executing throughout this tournament.
They're knocking out of the park.
It's what you may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. That's my feeling about Wendy's right now. But let's reveal our answers. We will turn these around on the
just
count
like
of
Carl
3.
said that you could dunk again if you wanted to.
If I wanted to.
You could turn back the clock. You could
but I'd
dunk
rather
again.
be a frequent guest on this show.
And Wendy's is proving they can dunk still. Yeah. They got it. They still got it.
They dunk now? It could be like in a Force Awakens, or sorry, Rise of Skywalker basketball parody.
After my episode 6 reference went over so well, I think I made this is a hard decision, but I think I made the one I think is right.
I made the decision that is in my heart, but I have made peace with either of these going on to win. I will count down from 3 to 1, and we will reveal our answers and say aloud who we think should win this first Final Four matchup. Revealing in 3, 2, 1. Wendy's.
Taco Bell.
Wow. It is 3 to 1. Wendy's has defeated Taco Bell.
You Wendy too?
I can't believe
you didn't put the neck thing. Side note, if you look at Wendy's collar, for those of you who like a little trivia, if you look at Wendy's collar, it spells mom.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Just beautiful.
That is some good
Just
trivia.
beautiful.
Wait, is this in yours or just in the Wendy's regular?
No, this shit.
The Wendy.
Oh, yours doesn't
I
have
did
that.
it on mine
Oh,
too.
you do have it in yours.
Yeah.
Is that
Wise,
Wendy?
I can't believe this. The dream of a Taco Bell versus Taco Bell finale
It is
gone.
dead.
It's
Taco
dead.
Bell's first bid is eliminated.
Wow.
Wendy's moving on to the championship, a Cinderella run.
Wow. I can't believe it.
Wow.
And I didn't even vote for it. Wendy's has won. I'm happy. Right next to Lady Liberty,
busting
Wendy
all
is
over the
beautiful.
place.
She's a beautiful broad. I love her just as much as I love Lady Liberty.
In the immortal words of Glenn Ross,
Mm-hmm.
Wendy's is for winners.
Wow. Well said.
You got to see the movie.
Wow. Wendy's. Moving on. Just like a restaurant, we value your feedback. Let's open up the
Holy
feedback.
shit. Wendy's is in the finals?
Wendy's is in the finals. I can't believe it. But, hey, that's why we play the games. Hey, let's open up the feedback. Today's email comes from Luke. Luke writes, in honor of Amelia, I'm going to try this again with brevity. My dad once yelled at me and my brothers that dinner wouldn't be over until we ate our KFC coleslaw. It lasted like an hour and got super intense and, parentheses, funny now. Do the boys have any food trauma that comes up every time they hear or see that food? I mean, like, I can certainly think of food poisoning related things. Like
Yes.
for like portobello mushrooms for a while for me were a non-starter because they had like a portobello mushroom like related food poisoning. There's like, this just is a disgusting association. But I don't think that's exactly what the question is asking. And the question is like, do you have some sort of memory associated with a food that is associated with some other trauma? This also, what the fuck was going on with this guy's dad? He was mad that his kids wouldn't eat the KFC coleslaw.
Gotta eat your vegetables.
Your mayoed vegetables.
Eat your feature sides.
I'm not tripping that the KFC coleslaw used to have raisins in it.
Ooh, that's a great question.
I've definitely had coleslaw with raisins. I don't remember the KFC coleslaw having raisins. Maybe it did.
That might have been Church's coleslaw that had raisins in it. It was always good. I always enjoyed it.
We liked church when we did. We
I
haven't
love
read
Church's.
Church's in
Church's is
forever, but
great.
we love Church's chicken.
I'm not I don't put no raisins in my potato salad, but raisins in coleslaw.
Yeah, sure, that'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a grape in my chicken salad.
Oh,
You
that's a
know
lot
this.
of fun.
There was
Just one grape or
well, multiple grapes. If you can afford, if the marketplace can afford the grapes, put as many as you want in there. Not too many, I guess. I'm gonna say I told this before, Wise, but when my mom was making lemon chicken, and I did throw up to go back to throwing up, and I never have liked lemon chicken since then, like a lemon style chicken. But there's honestly, I ate a sandwich at the airport, a La Brea Bakery sandwich. And I love La Brea Bakery, but there was a rock in it. You know
Yes,
this.
yeah.
Wow.
And I forever, because I almost cracked my tooth. I always think about that with La Brea Bakery, which they're great sandwiches. I don't know what the fuck happened, and bread and whatever. But something like this that has like
like an emotional trauma.
That's what I'm trying to think of something where like there was like a family fight or like a friendship ended, and so that the meal I was eating at the time was it locked in my mind. I can't think of something specific. Yeah, go on.
As a member of the Dead Dad Club, I've made this joke that you get a lot of the what are the fruit bouquets, the
edible arrangement.
Edible arrangements. That's like what I associate with edible arrangements is like my dad is dead. You know what I mean? Like I was just eating chocolate covered pineapple and being like, oh, my dad's dead. This sucks.
Yeah.
But it was good. Good fruit I got from it.
Yeah.
Right.
Not worth the trade off. We've said before for the edible arrangement. But
my grandmother used to make a chicken, like a baked chicken casserole that was like really disgusting. She did it with like canned chicken, and none of my cousins liked it. And we used to like trade on our plates when the adults weren't looking, like, if you take my casserole, I'll take your green beans kind of thing.
Oh, man.
And there was one time that we had it and none of us ate it, so none of us got dessert. And then my grandfather sat us all down the next day and told us how disrespectful we were for not eating dinner the night before.
Wow.
I have not encountered chicken casserole again in my life ever, but if I did, I'd be like, no.
yeah.
Wow.
That'll
That's
get you.
intense.
Yeah.
Canned chicken is, I made my sister's buffalo chicken dip with canned chicken once, and everyone was so mad. It tastes like tuna.
Yeah.
It's not the
yeah.
same. It doesn't work.
You gotta just get that rotisserie.
You got to get the rotisserie, chalk it up.
Rotisserie.
I guess if I generalize this to spills, I certainly have had a lot of spills over the years. I do spill a lot. I spilled this morning. I dropped my French press on the floor and fucking like just shattered glass everywhere. And
I spill a lot too.
Yeah.
I spill my food all the time.
Yeah.
And I do have this thing, and Carl knows because I wear white a lot.
Okay.
And like my dad, he wears white a lot. And I think my dad's like the coolest guy.
Yeah.
But he never spills anything on it.
Wow.
So I feel like I have this subconscious thing where I keep trying to do that, but it doesn't work. I always spill stuff on it.
It's really perilous to wear, like, because I also like to wear white, and that's a high risk maneuver if you're a spiller. I went to the movies and I got I was wearing a white like jacket, and I got 2 hot dogs, and then the mustard was like erratic. It was like going everywhere when I was using the pump, the AMC pump. But I didn't get a drop on my jacket, and I was more satisfied with that than like the movie
it's
itself.
A beautiful
I was like,
thing.
I'm so happy that didn't spill.
What was this white jacket you were wearing? What was it?
I got this jacket in San Francisco.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Wow, I bet it's dope. Let me see.
I like it. Yeah.
Send me a picture.
Yeah, I will.
I also spilled. So this is one of my worst spill stories. It was my first day in the writer's room ever. Like I was like so excited. I never thought I ever get this far. We ordered Thai food for lunch, and we're all in the room. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. Like I wasn't really talking. I was just sitting there.
Yeah, sure.
And the lunch came in. I had Pat see you, and everyone left the room to go eat, except for the showrunner and the executive producer.
Uh-oh.
So just the three of us in there. But they're not talking to me. They're having like an important conversation amongst themselves. And then I dropped the ePatsU fell off the table all over the floor.
Oh my God.
Like they didn't acknowledge it at all. They just kept talking. And then I was like, I tried to clean it up. It took like 5 minutes. I cleaned it up and I put it back on the table and it fell again right in front of them. And they still did not acknowledge it. It was so
Why did it keep
embarrassing.
falling? Where did you put it?
It was on the corner. It was just on the corner of the table.
You do.
I put this shit on the corner like that. Like,
Lamar is
phone just
big
on
on putting something on the edge of a table, and it's the most anxiety. Like I be trying not to like disrespect his manhood, but there have been times where I just like we be having a conversation, his drink be like right on the edge. I just be like, yeah. I
don't know why.
I mentioned this on a
don't be moving another man's drink. It's my manhood right now.
I mentioned this on the podcast fairly recently, Carl, but this was another tour story where I had an open coffee, like I got coffee and then I took the lid off and we were in the car because it was just like just to cool it off. And I don't even remember this at all, but you just looked at me with like holding it, like knowing that I spill, holding like an open coffee in a moving car. And you just go, Nick, what are you doing?
Oh, we're so similar. I feel like it's like I don't learn this. I don't know. As like I do it all the time, but I'm not gonna change. I don't know. It's just what it is.
I'll be honest with you. I would have fired your ass that day if I was that showrunner. But what happened? Did he put it in the script or anything, or did he just never? Even when it happened the second time, he just didn't even. He didn't.
Yeah,
say anything?
nothing. I guess the rest is history. No, I think like he didn't really do nothing. I mean, they didn't say anything. I just walked away, walked out the room, and just sat in my office, kind of by myself.
And had no lunch.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and then, but you know, whatever. I was so excited that we actually were getting free lunch. I was just like, well, cool. I'll just get something later. But I ended up doing really well there. But yeah, I never talked about it with them. I should bring it up now that we're like.
Yeah, do you think friends. They ignored it, or do you think they didn't see it?
I think they were being mean, and I think they were like, we're not going to acknowledge this. Like, I think they knew how embarrassing this was, and I think they're like, we're going to let him deal with this.
But it's possible they also were like, it's less embarrassing for us not to say anything. Like maybe they could have been processing it that way. It could have been trying.
I don't know. I feel like in a comedy room, it's like you gotta say so. Like it's
sure.
Like, I would much prefer you laugh at me in this moment, but not laughing is like that's just so much more.
Yeah. By the way, you're kind of the only guy not in the green hat gang, Wags.
I got the green socks and the green my Spy Family shirt.
Yeah, but look, we all three of us got green hat.
We had a different colored hat. Emma gave us the Conover light because Conover's got to be in here, so we got to wrap things up. I do want to ask the dais real quick. Like, where would you have voted in this? In Taco Bell versus Wendy's? If it was a tie.
I haven't had Wendy's in so long, so I feel like I can't really say Wendy, like my opinion on Wendy's. So I guess Taco Bell
by default.
Okay. Yeah.
Wendy's W.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Casey, once again, it falls to you. Hypothetically here, there's no stakes.
I like Wendy's more, so probably Wendy's.
Wow.
Wendy's would have won.
Wow.
Wendy's wins clean. If you have a question or comment about the world of chain restaurants, you can email us at feedback@birdfuck.com or leave us a voicemail at 830-GODO. That's 830-463-6844. Our producers, Emma Erdbrink. Our associate producers, Emily Marino. Our supervising video producers, Casey Donahue. And our video editors, Mike Dorfman. Hey, Doughboys apparel and merchandise is available in partnership with Kinship Goods at Kinship. I'm going to take that again. And hey, Doughboys apparel and merchandise is available in partnership with Kinship Goods at kinshipgoods.com/Doughboys. You can also go to the Doughboys Double, our weekly bonus episode, plus our entire pre-2018 back catalog over at patreon.com/Doughboys. That's also where the other Final Fork matchup will take place. Taco Bell versus In-N-Out Burger on Tuesday.
Shit.
Carl, Tart, Lamar Woods, y'all are the best. Thank you so much for being
here.
Man,
thank you for having us.
What a joy.
Can we tell you something? Can we make a world announcement?
We got a big announcement.
Wow. Oh my God. I think I know what this is.
This is a world premiere announcement. No, the world premiere. So you may have heard us watch the complete series of Gossip Girl here with the Headgum. This was a Headgum podcast.
Yes.
And we watched, it was called XOXO Gossip Kings.
Lively.
Great podcast.
With the great Blake Lively and the great Justin Baldoni.
Two of our favorites.
Doggy. And but that show ended. I watched the whole series. Well, there's another show that I've never watched before that Lamar has watched. He told me that I should watch it. And that show is called The Sopranos.
Wow.
And
We
so
are doing
starting
it.
this summer, over at patreon.com/Hollywood Handbook,
Wow.
Lamar and I will be launching the show XOXO Bada
Bada
Bings.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
What you doing?
I've been wanting Carl to watch this show for so long.
It is
Like,
one of the
I
best
cannot
shows.
wait. I think he's gonna love it.
I just rewatched all of The Sopranos in the
Yeah.
past couple of months, and it's fantastic.
There's so
You're
many
gonna
things
have
I
so
can't
much
wait
fun.
for you to see.
I'm very excited to see it. I'm a little bit nervous about the racism, and if I want to continue to watch, I know it's there. I'm fine watching racism. I'm a Patreon subscriber to Doughboys, but I just have to get ready for it. But I am that will be launching this summer. We're gonna watch the whole series, hopefully before I have to go back to work in the fall.
Yeah.
And that'll be on patreon.com/Hollywood Handbook. We got to get out of here.
I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited to it for y'all's take on this.
I can't wait.
yeah.
And just remember, they're not supposed to be hero. Like even though a lot of the world took Tony Soprano and his friends as heroes, they're not good guys.
You should be telling that to Amelia.
He's the good guy.
They're multifaceted.
All right, that's fair.
I wish we had time to ask about Satriali's versus Vesuvio, but that'll have to be for a future episode.
When he knows what it is.
There you go.
Know what that is.
Oh yeah.
That'll do
You
it
have
for
an opinion about that. Yeah.
That'll do it for this episode of Doughboys. Until next time, for the Spoonman, Mike Mitchell, I'm Nick Weiger. Happy eating.
See ya. Wow.
That was a Headgum podcast.